Yo, what's up, gamers? How we all doing? Oh, one sec. I gotta grab something. Okay. We're good. What's up? Hope all the good boys and girls got what you wanted from Mr. Santa if you celebrate. Let's get your weekend started off right. I got a lot of kitchen stuff, you know. I've been getting into cooking, so I got a bunch of got like a new cast iron pan, got a bunch of stainless steel kitchenware, new meat thermometer. I'm excited. Also, we got my parents got me a few boxes of these Phantasmal Flames packs. You already know. But first, we have to finish what we have. I have 3 Scarlet Violet base set packs left. So after we open those, then we'll start tearing into these. So that's obviously going to be super poggies. I'm very excited. Yeah, having a food thermometer is definitely super clutch. I've never had one, so I'm excited to finally own one. So especially when you're cooking like proteins, it helps you just get it to the perfect level of doneness. So you're not over or under cooking it. Because as soon as it reaches that perfect core temp, it's ready to go. So that just like takes all the guesswork out of it, right? All right, let's go right into a pack. Love to see it. I was hoping someone would redeem one. So we have 3 more chances to get any of that Gardevoir set. So we'll see. I haven't pulled it yet. Gives you the confidence to cook a full bird if that's something you want to do. Yeah, true. I don't know if I'm cooking a full bird anytime soon. You know, the first test drive I'm going to take it for is a steak. I'm going to go get me like a nice, maybe like a New York strip. Excited. All right. Good luck. We've had one, like, really insane pull from this box, and then some okay stuff. But we had one insane pull, so let's see if we got any more in us. There's the QR code. Enjoy, TCG gamers. All right, here we go. Lechonk, Flababe, Hamilton, Staravia. Oh, my camera's like not focusing. There we go. Katie, Staraptor, Electric Generator, Alamamola, super pretty card. Really, really pretty card. Those bubbles are like, the way they're glistening, like they have the light beams coming off them. They almost look like spiky ice balls. Really pretty card, though. Skiddo. Cyclizar. I've pulled several of these guys now. Alright, 2 more packs left in the set. And then we move on to greener pastures. What's up, Goose? Alright, let's do a little recap of last stream. We are parked at Flannery's gym. So Lycanroc is going to be my rock slider for Flannery. I was trying to figure out how to bait properly on turn 1. Because I'm gonna have 2 candies and 1 scale to invest. Yeah, I didn't get Hamilton or Alaska. So this Lycanroc is obviously very good. But it does need investment to do what it wants to do. So, like, the angle I was looking at was giving it Spadef to prevent kills from Entei. And it's all about, like, who my partner is, right? So I was hoping for either a Mudkip or a Chicken. I think Mudkip's what I wanted the most for baiting purposes. Because, like, turn 1, without the sun, I can prevent heat waves. But then turn 2, it the Salazzle starts ripping heat waves, right? And that's where I ran into trouble. So typically, I think most of us would agree Trico is the best egg you can get. Like, throughout the course of the game, long term, I mean, Sceptile is nutty. I've never had one before. So for the first time ever, I did get a Trico. And it's a good one. It's hasty, good special attack, good speed. Like, it's going to be a really good Sceptile. But for baiting purposes, this guy is problematic. I was looking at it for a bit at the end of last stream. It was not great. But I think I have found how to make Flannery work really clean, actually. It's just going to cost all of my resources into Lycanroc. So we're going to be coming out of there with no candies, no scales, but that's okay. This is 1DR, so we gotta rip these things. So this guy will no doubt go crazy. What I'm trying to figure out now, and I'm open to, you know, people who've played this, I'm curious, because I've never had a Sceptile in Run and Bun. So if you want Detect on this, you have to pass on Leaf Storm. You can scale Leaf Storm later. That's the thing. So you're not locked out forever. It just costs you. If you want to go Leaf Storm without the scale, you can't get Detect. You can never scale that either, I'm pretty sure. So the thing with Detect, if you go for it, you have the option to get Leaf Storm later. The Flannery I'm looking at, I don't think I'm going to need Detect for Flannery. So what I'm kind of curious, people who've used Sceptile into like well into the game, how useful is Detect on it after Flannery? I feel like without the Iron Ball, it probably loses a lot of juice, right? Like TNL Gym in general, I can see it being good, but without the Iron Ball, I don't know. Because especially Hasty Sceptile, it's so fast. So yes, it's a frail Detectmon, but I don't have an Iron Ball. So it's hard to bait fast kills. It's often going to be slow kills. I am leaning towards taking Detect, though, purely because I'll still have the option for Leaf Storm. I think the thing that's tough for me is I've had to use all my resources at various points. We'll get a big refill in Surf Sim. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Hasty Sceptile, and I don't know, like, if I go Detect, Overgrow Energy Ball is probably going to get it done for a long time until I feel like I need Leaf Storm for, like, I don't know, maybe Groudon and Magma Hideout or Kyogre on Archie. Yeah, because we can rock. So we could go Detect, Energy Ball, Leaf Blade, Giga Drain, and then eventually, hey, maybe I never need Leaf Storm, and if I need it, we could scale it. That's the way I'm seeing it. How many resources am I going to get in Surf Sim, though? I want to see that. You get a lot of scales, right? Okay, 1 scale in Petalburg, 105, 109, 118. So I'm going to get 4 scales in Surf Sim, which is really good. One thing to keep in mind, my bum-ass Excadrill, we looked at this a while back. So Nihilego on Shelly, even with the Rapid Spin speed boost, I have to scale for spin. I do not outspeed Nihilego. So if I'm going to try to take that angle, I need 2 scales for X-Go. 1 for speed, 1 for rapid spin. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't see any other obvious scale targets, though, for now. So I might be able to do that and then stockpile for later. Nothing else really comes to mind that's super, like, desperate for scales. Maybe attack on Conk eventually. I don't even know if that's necessary. What about candies? How many candies will I get? I'll get 1 from Petalburg, 1 from 108. So I'll have 2 until post Winona. That's not bad. So 2 candies, 4 scales. 105 Rabombi might bless you, and you need no scales for what does Rabombi do for Nihilego? Does Rabombi not just get outsped and killed there? What does it do there? Yeah. I'm not sure where you're going with that matchup. Tailwind kill Mienshao, bait Meteor Beam, then... Oh, that's what you mean. I thought... Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the idea is, right? To try to bait Meteor Beam in the Exca immediately with whatever I've got. I thought you were saying Rabombi 1v1's Nihilego, and I was like, brother, I don't think Rabombi's doing that. But yeah, that's definitely like a classic. And Exca for the Nihilegos is so nice because it usually baits the Dragonite in a very manageable way. But yeah, we gotta start Flannery Gym. I've got it all ready to go, but it's been a few days, so I need to go over everything, make sure I'm not forgetting stuff. There are a few scary points. There's one fight late in the gym where I'm gonna attempt to set up an Alakazam sweep, and it's really cool, but I'll have to verify that that actually works. And I am gonna need Sceptile later in the gym, like not just for Flannery. So I am gonna have to make that choice on if I want to take Detect and have to scale Leaf Storm later. I think I want Detect. Can't wait for the Ground Gem Hidden Power Ground Rabombi on Nihilego play. Holy. Woo! The Gross fight, the one that some people say is harder than Flannery. So the Flannery's gym, there are often fights in here, yeah, harder than Flannery. That's like pretty common for the average box. So check it out. Let's see. Who are the really tough ones? Honestly, Kindler Cole, the guy with the Shell Smash Torkoal in the back, is a little awkward at points. The Octillery is just kind of tricky to navigate. The Gauntlet depends. Darmanitan is kind of a demon sometimes. Darmanitan can be really disgusting. You know the vibes. Life Orb Sheer Force. That guy just hits so hard. So like routing into it properly is tough when you're trying to build for just a Gauntlet. Battle Girl Danielle, I would say typically is the hardest one in here. This is the Blaziken chick. I know a lot of times people will try to delay Meteor Falls and they end up not having a safe Blaziken answer, so they go pull Gyarados. This is the fight where I'm going to be trying to go crazy with Alakazam. And the Hiker Eli, the final fight after Danielle, is also can be pretty demon time. It's an interesting fight, though, because there's that burn-up Arcanine. Fire Gem burn-up. The Delphox can be tough, too. Drampa can be hard to OHKO, but Conk takes care. Conk's taking care of... This is the second Drampa we fought. There will be more. Conk cleans them up. Because Conk always seems to outspeed them and then just one-tap them. Yeah, Danielle is a very demon fight, though. It is such a scary fight. That Slowking can be really hard to OHKO, too, and then you gotta deal with Future Sight. Choice Scarf Emboar, like, there's one of those in Petalburg Gym and Recoil Room. They're scary, too, because it's really hard to cleanly bait consistent move, right? Like, a lot of times there's gonna be some sort of overlap, so you don't know what you're locking it into. So it's like you have to bring an extra pivot slot, and it just takes a lot of resources. The Life Orb Flygon is gross, too. It's got Scale Shot, so it's just, like, very inconsistent how you're dealing with it. But, alright, first one first, a Cinderace fight. The Cinderace also, like, I don't know, sometimes this box checks you, but if you have Caracosta, it's pretty smooth, and I do have Caracosta. I do got the big Costa. Do I have the calc updated with everything leveled? Did I do that? Looks like I did. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Let's talk encounters real quick, too. So we talked about the Trico. We also got... On Mount Chimney, we got a Turtonator. Nice Turtonator. Just good, solid Mon. Although, this whole time, I thought this guy got Protect. It doesn't. I mixed it up with... Torkoal, but I thought they both got Protect. Fire Spin's probably going to go. It's just there as a filler for now. There's nothing else I really wanted. So we got that. And then Jagged Pass, we got a Drudagon. That's more or less what I expected. I was kind of hoping maybe I would finally, you know, hit the Garchomp or even like an Ursaluna. Ursaluna would have been, and Chomp would have been huge, because for ground types, I'm rocking Camerupt and Nidoqueen. I mean, Excadrill too, but it's a it's min speed Excadrill, dude. So like this guy just needs a lot of investment to be good. So it's annoying, but it's an Exca. It's still a really incredible mon. Like, the attack is low, min speed. But yeah, 1 speed scale and 1 rapid spin does get me faster than Nihilego. It's just really annoying. Rapid spin isn't enough. Yeah, it's a really bottom of the barrel Exca. Like, it had Sand Rush for the desert, so Relax didn't get me in trouble there. But I don't know, my ground type situation is feeling kind of meh. I could use like a really strong ground type. But yeah, the Drudagon is good. This probably does the bridge rival stuff, so that's kind of nice knowing that this guy can probably take like 3 to 4 bodies on one of the hardest fights in the whole game. So that's super good. This guy, that's your destiny. Yeah, that's all the new stuff, right? And thinking about Megas coming online soon if we beat Flannery, we're gonna have Ampharos and Lopunny. Ampharosite is free, right? But where do you get it? I forget. You don't have to fight anyone. Where do you get it? Because you need Surf, I think, right? I think you need Surf. New Mauville. Okay, that makes sense. New Mauville. So yeah, we do need Surf. And then Lopunny, this thing has just been rotting in the box all run. And I believe it was, yeah, it's a really good Lopunny. 30 attack, 19 speed. Mega Lopunny fight, I remember being pretty tricky. Yeah, the one time I had Mega Bunny, I think I waited till after Winona to do the fight. But this is going to be really, really nice. I mean, dude, Scrappy Fake Out Return is going to be so, so clean. And it gets U-turn. U-turn scale on this is going to be really likely, I think. Especially for, like, Hellroom. I think there's a good chance we run that one up. And I think that's all the Megas I'm going to have. But we got good ones. Ampharos is a really nice one to have, yeah. Thinking about Surf Sim, like, we've got Overquill duped out for Quillfish, which is nice. Hoping to hit some ghosts, obviously. Basco Legion would be cool. Delmise, I do like. It's just really hard to catch. I do like Delmise, though. Oh, what's up, Robotnik? How you doing, dude? Yeah, Lopunny's fun to use. Yo, Burrito, what's up, Goat? We're about to start Flannery's gym. Yo, what's up, FJ? Dude, did you finish Victory Road, bro? Is it E4 cook time? Mega Zam's like at the end of the game. So at the very end of Victory Road, you beat Vito and he gives you the Alakazamite. Dude, Alakazam has been a monster. This mon is good, man. This is a good mon. I mean, my Alakazam is also like pretty cracked, but yeah, this thing is a demon. And then Hidden Power Ice has been really fun. I don't have it on me right now. But yeah, HP Ice has been really cool. I've gotten some like surprising frags with it. You're doing E4 tomorrow? Dang, dude, that's crazy. You're really about to beat this thing. Yo, y'all go follow Agent Frank Josh. He's about to beat, he's got 1DR E4, and he's also the fellow rare Penguin Gamer. Go show some love. That's the big homie. Honestly, like, thinking about the culture, we got the Nuzzies tonight, too. Huge Nuzlocke weekend. It's not looking good. What kind of team are you cooking? Are you going for, like, any new guy stuff, or are you just going to bring the best you can find? Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm doing. If I make it there, I'm just trying to win, bro. Like, I'm doing whatever it takes to win. Dude, what did you do for Game Corner? I'm curious what I'm going to do for Game Corner. I kind of feel like Metagross is a freak, no doubt, but I don't know that this box needs that. Honestly, I've got some great steel types, dude. Escav, Berserk, Tough Claws, Adamant, Zerker, Empoleon, Exca, Togi. I will say, because this is Penguin Run, we have to fight Moltres on Lily Cove, right? Tyranitar would be a massive pull for Moltres. Like, that mon is demon. But I don't think I go for that Game Corner unless I'm desperate for, like, a Moltres answer. Like, I'd be going for T-Tar, I think. Dude, how crazy would it be if I could do the Mythical Delay this run? Like, that's so unlikely. I think the Hydreigon, Dragonite, Salamence table is what I go for. Get Heracross? Bro. I've wanted to use Heracross and Run and Bun so bad, man. That guy seems so fire. Squirk has Game Corner Pinsir on his run right now, and he just beat Tate and Liza, so he's actually getting pretty close to Mega Heracross. Or Mega Pinsir, which seems really fun too. You get like Aerolate Quick Attacks, Aerolate Facade, Aerolate Double Hit. I've got a loose Flan plan that I have to like finish cooking. I've got it mostly planned to like the last few turns, and then I gotta finish cooking it. Yeah, Mega Pinsir seems really, really fun. Like, Pixelate Facade Altaria was a blast, so Pinsir's gotta be similarly fun. Alright, let's get to it, though. So remember, all my Protect Mons, I'm gonna keep them as underleveled as I can. So Togi, Yanmega, Torkoal, Caracosta, I'm not gonna be leveling them unless I need it. I think normally I wasn't this aggressive with my delays in the past, but because I don't have the Iron Ball, I think it's really, really important. More so than ever. Especially like slow guys like Torkoal and Costa. How fast is my Togi? It's like average. Average speed. I could see Togi needing some levels, but yeah, again, no Iron Ball gaming, so we gotta like really keep that in mind. That being said, we are bringing Caracosta because there's a Demon Libero Cinderace. I hate fighting these things. One of the most annoying mons to fight in this game, man. Dude, yeah, Mega Pinsir is so late. How is the Mega Pinsir fight? Is it hard? I've never seen it. Also, I mean, I know y'all are going to agree with me. This is like the coldest take ever. Dude, why is Mega Man Netrix so late? That guy should have been right after Surf Sim too. Like, dude, Mega Man Netrix could have been really cool. Like, for Shelly, probably goes crazy on Shelly. That could have been fun. Alright, so Caracosta, you know the vibes. You just detect on the high jump. Because I don't think Torkoal baits clean. Yeah, there's overlap with Gunky, so we just go with the Caracosta. Nice and easy. And then we just bring a pivot that takes high jump and baits something safe back in. So we can just do Masquerain for Intim. The Masquerain, we... What if I get crit by high jump kick? So I'll be at 62. Am I actually baiting a clean Pyro Ball always? If I get crit, I could end up baiting... Well, Gunky and the cost is fine too, honestly. So I'll take those chances. Pyro Ball's better, but Gunky is fine. What's up, Heisenberg? So Chape beat it with like a few chosen encounters at the start. And then Agent Frank Josh, who's in chat right now, is doing E4 tomorrow. He's doing like the same rule set as me, so fully raw. Right, FJ? You're fully raw, right? I think you're packless, aren't you? The Nuzzies aren't they? Let me check. I think it's 7 Eastern. Let me check Jackie's post. 7 Eastern, right? Thank you, Robotnik. Yeah, 7 Eastern. Always a great time. Jackie always puts on a banger. He always makes it nice and clean. This is gonna bait Rotom for Thunderbolt. And then we just go Lantern. The thing I have to be really careful about is not baiting Chandelure too early. And then Rotom having Will-O-Wisp could start baiting Hex like pretty early. So I'm just gonna bring a pivot. Let's see. Yeah, Kingdra. So I can let Kingdra get burnt because Lantern doesn't one-tap Rotom, right? So I go in on the guaranteed Thunderbolt. And then if it Will-O-Wisps, I'll run a Rossberry, but I'll hit it with a Surf. And then I can go Kingdra, kind of sit, let myself get burnt. And then go back to Lantern and clean. And then that'll bait Talonflame. And then the idea there is to kill Talonflame in a way that baits Chandelure safely. So we can just have Costa eat the Acrobatics Flying Gem. And then non-Flying Gem, we just go into Lycanroc, Accelerock it up. And then regardless of crits and whatnot, that's going to bait Shandy for Shadow Ball. And then we can just go into Drapion. And then we could either Rock Tomb knockoff or knockoff. We can just do knockoff. And then we'll be faster. And Lycanroc for Flannery is going to need all my resources. So I'm going to go ahead and dump it all in. Because Lycanroc will be doing a lot in this gym. So yeah, that's the first fight. Nothing too crazy. I'll level up Trico later. I just don't know if I want Detect on this guy or not. That's what I'm kind of struggling to figure out. I'm leaning towards taking Detect. How you doing, Ronnie? Lycanroc. So you're going to get 2 candies and a speed scale. That's for Flan, and then it'll just help with the gym fights too. Honestly, Lycanroc, I delayed it, right? But as soon as I got it, it's been popping off left and right. Like, this thing has just been going crazy. I used it a lot in my winning run, so it's a good mon. Alright, speed scale. This is to outspeed, like, Charizard and Entei on Flannery. Boom. Lycanroc Sucker Punch does so much for not being a dark type. Yeah, tough scales. Tough scales. Also, tough scales, high horsepower often just out damages Stab Rock Slide. Because tough scales is like 30%, right? Or, sorry, not tough scales. What is it? Tough Claws, my bad. Yo, honestly, there should be an ability called Tough Scales. It's just the defensive version of Tough Claws. So it's like 30% boost to defense. Boom. Yeah, it's just it's a little, yeah, it's just an extra stab. So you get Stab, Sucker, and High Horse, which is crazy. Well, no, not exactly Rough Skin, right? Because Rough Skin, Ice Scales, yeah. Is that what Ice Scales does? Man, come on, y'all can't let me have one. Like, just a flat defense boost. Yeah, so physical Ice Scales. I guess it would just be physical Ice Scales. Yeah, Ice Scales is cool. I always love using Frostmoth. Oh, Fur Coat. It's just Fur Coat. It exists, you're right. Sort of fluffy, too. Kinda. Yeah. Yeah, Fur Coat is nice. I like hacks that give Dugong Fur Coat. I think that's a cool one. I think Sterling Silver does that. Maybe Vindub too. Yeah, I guess this abilities already just kind of exist. Two candies. I have no resources. There's a hack with like everyone having Elite Redux. I've had people ask me to Nuzlocke Elite Redux, and I don't know. It seems like a fun game to play, but Nuzlocking it seems kind of ass, if I'm being real here. Thoughts on the new Platinum Kaizo trailer? I haven't watched it yet. We can run it up later. I haven't actually watched it yet. All right, let's see. Let's do Lantern needs Rost. Kingdra needs Citrus. You can be Citrus. You can be Citrus. I don't really care if you get status, right? Drapion can be Citrus. And then Lycanroc needs... You need Shed Shell for Shandy. I don't need a level Caracosta for this, right? I don't think I need levels on it. I'm gonna need a level Caracosta a little bit for Flannery. So I could give it a few levels here just to make it a little cleaner. I could go to like 50. Might as well. Hydro pump? No thanks. What's up, Flash? How you doing? What roamer did you get, FJ? Why did I break up the FaZe clan? Yeah, that's crazy. Like, everyone left, right? Didn't, like, Aiden Ross buy FaZe clan and he's, like, recruiting new people now? I don't even know, man. It seems like a shit show over there. Let's get some in-game music going today. I feel like it's worth it for gym fights. Yo, what's up, Joe? Late Merry Christmas to you too, homie. Hope you got what you wanted from Santa. I got a new, like, swivel monitor mount. I haven't installed it yet, but I'm excited to do that. Because my monitor takes up, the stand takes up a lot of my desk real estate. So once I have the new mount, I can, like, push it back and actually rest my forearms on my desk. Alright, first fight. What's up, Vixie? It was really good. It was chill. Just saw, you know, spent time with Casey's family and my family. So it was a good time. Yo, Dustix, thank you for the prime, homie. Alright, this is just Libero Cinderace, known demon. Many such cases. We just protect on the high jump kick to start. He crashes. We can go into Masquerain. And then bait a Pyro Ball back in the Costa and run it right back. Nice. Then easy switch back in the Costa. And Costa is intentionally under-leveled. I'm just not leveling it until I need to, so that's why it's so low. Bloop, bloop. This guy's wide lens too, so he can never miss this. Alright, protect again. And then Cinderace dies. Oh. He has odd HP. Okay, I guess I can Aqua Jet. I don't think that... Yeah, that doesn't change anything. I gotta be careful about that in the future. I gotta pay attention to their having odd or even HP when I do those types of strats. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Doesn't change anything, though. It's super fine. Okay, Rotom. This is Thunderbolt, straight up. VA Lantern. This Lantern was just a raw 117 fishing pole. I'm not sure why I went for that. I just didn't feel like I really needed grass. I guess the Magnemite chance would have been cool. Yo, what's up, Chubbs? How you doing, dude? Alright, let's go and rip a surf. Will-O-Wisp miss. That's a big roll. I'm gonna pop over into Kingdra now. So what I can do is use Kingdra to help prevent Lantern from being burnt when I get the kill. And also Kingdra can help heal up Lantern. I need to stay healthy enough to not bait the Chandelure, essentially. I'm going to chip it a little bit just to keep the lefties under control. I want this to ideally Will-O-Wisp me first. I can Aurora Beam. Yeah, because I can kill it with crits with other stuff. We can do that. Oh, I'm faster, huh? Do I want to just kill this? Thunderbolts. That's kind of annoying. I want to see you attack here. Let me see. Am I baiting Shandy? I might just want to go ahead and kill this then. I'm at 99. I didn't realize Kingdra outsped this. Talonflame sees fast kill with Acro. Alright, I'm at 99. Acro has a killing roll. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and rip it. My Kingdra's only 2 points faster than this. I was just using it for pivots. Octazooka kills. I'm a little paranoid here because there's a shadow tag guy, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, you outspeed and kill. Okay. So this is Talonflame. Dude, Burrito. Right as I read your message, the text for who was about to come in was coming up, and my heart like dropped. I was like, no, you're kidding, right? Did I miss something? Is it Shandy and I just wipe? Okay, we're good. Dude, that was a really scary moment. Okay, if Shandy came in, would I have had an out? Like Octazooka Act Drop? I have a Citrus Berry. Let's see what that would have looked like. Okay, Shadow Ball, I'm only dead to crit. Okay, so let's say it doesn't drop me. So that is 61 minus 53 plus 25. Yeah, even with Citrus, I'm dead to every follow-up move. So I would have had to dodge Shadow Ball crit, get an Octazooka drop, and then it has to miss on the follow-up turn or it's a guaranteed wipe. Alright, we're good though. We go Caracosta. I just need to get this thing to use its gem. I'm running Penguin Starter. Will-O-Wisps me. I just need you to blow your Acro. That's fine. I need it to use the gem specifically, which should be guaranteed now, right? Yeah, I can just Aqua Jet. I don't think that really... I just don't want to kill this. I mean, I don't need the chip. I just need your gem to be gone. Because with the gem... I crit it, that's funny. With the gem, it can crit Lycanroc and then bait the wrong moves out of Shandy. Yeah, this was guaranteed Acro. That's why I didn't knock off there. Alright, another Acro. Yo, thank you, Alan Walker. I appreciate you, homie. I went Shed Shell, right? Good. Had a scared moment for a second, thought I went something else. I hate fighting Shadow Tagmons. Stressful. Cool. Accelerock. Accelerock's such a fun move. I got burnt. I don't... Does that matter? I don't think so. I think I'm still baiting consistently. Huh, if I had gotten crit and burnt, I wonder if I could get low enough to bait. I just don't want to bait fire moves out of Shandy. We're good, though. This is a clean... Oh, hold on. I gotta update Lycanroc in the calc. You're level 59. You have 31 speed now. And then we shed shell out and go Drapion. It burnt my shed shell. Yeah, my shed shell disintegrated. I'm stuck. Hex, even better. Oh, that's right. That was always Hex since I got burnt. We can knock off the Choice Scarf and then we'll just be faster. Nice. One down. Yo, what's up, Im now? Thank you. I hope you had a good Christmas too. What's good, Connors? You're moxing it? Yeah? Tell me more. They considered giving Zapdos Lightning Rod. Did they really? Jesus. Zapdos is already so good too, yeah. That mon is crazy good. It's been good for such a long time. Alright. This next fight is a little on the scarier side. It's an awkward routing fight for some reason. I don't know if that's like just my box. I wasn't exactly thrilled to get a Camerupt, but it kills like every Torkoal, so it definitely has an important purpose. I think I need a soft sand to do that. Yep. Yeah, so Soft Sand Camerupt just baits Octillery. Best Mon right now? I mean, the MVP of the run has probably been Togedemaru. Best Mon at this moment? Kind of hard to say. Maybe like Guts Conk? This guy's been super crazy. Overtime work on this guy. It's hard to say. It's hard to pick like just one. Like once we get later in the game, you know, if I get a Beedrill, it's gonna be that. If I get like a Pult, or if I, you know, once you get Urshifu, it's a nice box. I like this box. It's got a lot of mons that I've never used or have rarely used. So I'm enjoying getting to use new guys. All right, so this is gonna bait Octillery. I never die to Sniper crits because my Camel's not battle armor, sadly. Ooh, that's a good way. Best offensive mon is no doubt going to be Conk. Best defensive is probably Empoleon. And then support, yeah, that's got to go to Togi, right? I think best support's got to be Togi. And then overall MVP, I'd say Togi. The name scheme is specifically Smash Bros. Characters. Yeah, Escav, I guess, like, I got it pretty recently, but this is going to be like a probably top 5 mon of the run overall, like for a long time. What do people do with Megahorn? Because I think I definitely want Megahorn because Zoom Lens Megahorn is very real on this. I want to keep Scary Face. Is Drill Run Cap on this? I've used it a little bit. Because the thing is, between X-Scissor and Megahorn, I almost feel like I want both. Because I can't do it with Zoom Lens every single time. Sometimes I need a different item. I think Drill Run is definitely more niche, but there's situations where I might wish I had it. But Scary Face, I think, stays forever. It's so good on this mon. And then it's like, yeah, Scary Face is so good. I think that's a keep. Any surprises, mons I didn't expect to perform that have shown out? Lantern has done more than... I don't know, Lantern isn't insane in this game. Like, it's solid. Lantern's done quite a bit more than I expected, because I've used it plenty of times in this. So you've kind of popped off a little more than I thought you would. Honestly, Rapidash has been kind of sick. Rapidash has been super solid. Everything else, I think, more or less falls into expectations. Yeah. Lantern's been cool, though. I think this Lantern is pretty good, too. All it's missing is special attack. That's not the end of the world. I like the bulk. Like, I'll take the bulk over the Spatic any day. Okay. So Camerupt can safely yawn Octillery, and it never baits a Thunder Wave, which is great. So I can outspeed and kill the Camerupt, bait Octillery and yawn it, and then Lantern comes in and takes a move, and then Octillery goes to sleep, and I get that one guaranteed turn, right? And I just double Thunderbolt. Consistently bait Magmortar. If I get crit and dropped by Psychic, because we'll see Fire Blast or Psychic, right? Yeah. So I want to see crit drop from Psychic into Lantern. I guess, like, when I yawn it, too, it could smack Camerupt pretty hard, but Lantern will be okay. Where's Lantern? Lantern's so bulky. So at worst, I'll be at 41 with -1 Spid Def, but I can run a Cinderace, right? So 51, 56, or 66. Never Wheezing. Yeah, Magmortar. Perfect. That's the guy I'm trying to bait. Magmortar, we just go through Escav. We should never see a fire move. And then Lycanroc with a Rossberry takes care of it. Just going on Flamethrower. And then that's going to bait Wheezing, because Lycanroc shows fast kills into Turtonator. And then we can just go Empoleon. Well, I guess what I want to do is bait and overheat into Empoleon. So what I'm trying to do for the Shell Smash Turtonator is have Empoleon take an overheat from Wheezing, and then just run, I guess run like a Metal Coat for Flash Cannon. And then Turtonator will always see kill, like guaranteed kill, and it should never heat Shell Smash, right? So I go into my Turtonator on overheat. Yeah, and then with a Dragon Fang, I'll show kills so it won't Shell Smash. And then I just Rapid Spin into Dragon Fang, and then I can kill it. I think if Lycanroc gets crit, it gets a little awkward, right? Because then Wheezing isn't going to guarantee... Wheezing will be able to click everything. Let me see. Lycanroc, Magmortar, Flamethrower, crit. So I'll be at like 24%. I gotta go Rost. Right, because if I get burnt, can I kill this? No, not even close. Then Wheezing can play rough, payback, or overheat. So I can't go through Escav guaranteed anymore. So I probably have to go hard Empoleon. And if it doesn't overheat, I might need to like stall for a turn. And it's going to be able to boom too, and I'd be risking crit. So that's a pretty awkward angle that I'm just kind of hoping doesn't happen. But it's steerable. Yeah, this is an interesting Octillery cook, right? Because it's a Sun fight. So it's just a no water move Octillery with Sniper and Scope Lens. Honestly, a pretty demon set. Like Thunder Wave too. Classic Demon Octillery syndrome. Does Camerupt need a soft sand here? Oh, you don't. And it's just Iapapa. So I can go Cinderace. Camerupt might be able to pivot too on that Wheezing and risk a crit. God, Camel has so much potential if it's Battle Armor. Like, this mod actually gets really nice with Battle Armor. Rost, Metal Coat, because I need to get that Oko. And then Dragon Fang Turt. We're going Turt for Turt. Yo, Grief, how's your Lucid run going, by the way? I'm glad you're trying it out. That game's probably changed a lot since I last played it. There have been a lot of patches. Rain, the dev, he tends to push out lots of patches. Lantern 2 taps auxiliary. I can even kill it with a crit, but I don't need to. It's gonna be veg. Cool. Do I think it's worth using scales to get Hitmontop over Lee? Nah, not worth it. Lee's really good. I don't feel like it's really worth to ever scale for Hitmontop, even if you're getting a Chan. Yeah, we're in Flannery's gym. Second fight of Flannery's gym. Let me make sure, so I really don't need soft sand. Yeah. 29 Spatic on my camel, so those earth powers be hitting. So this hole, right? Alright, so if Lycanroc gets crit by Mad Mortar, that's when we're in the danger zone. Do I think it's worth delaying Tyrogue to level 21? It gives you top instead of Chan. I mean, if you got, like, a big gamer box for Brawly, like, what other Scrag... I mean, if you're running Ape, you have that for Scraggy. It's probably... It depends on your... I feel like you have to have a really juicer box for that to be worth it, right? But it could be. Alright, Earth Power just kills this. I feel like that's usually not. I don't know. If it's going to be a Technician Hitmontop, though, that's pretty tasty. You did it, had Mono Secret Power, and lost to Roxanne W. Wait, no, I saw that Roxanne. Yeah, I remember the Secret Power. Oh, you don't even get moves, right? That's so scuffed. That's pretty funny. All right, we're gonna yawn this guy. Let me double check. This should never be able to kill me. Yeah, we live everything. We got a Citrus. Psychic. Okay. Wow. All right, Fire Blaster, Psychic incoming. Never Thunder Wave, which wouldn't really matter. Go Lantern. Olimar was a great name for Lantern, by the way. And then... Good night. Yawn is so good, man. Guy's gonna keep snoozing. Oh, I thought I crit it. That was a really high roll. Feels weird using Thunderbolt in the rain. Or in the sun. Alright, this should be Mag Mortar. For Solar Beam. Actually, wait, am I too healthy? Did I mess up my baiting? Okay. I got scared. I was gonna say, I thought that was always gonna get me Mag Mortar no matter what. Alright, Solar Beam. So we can go through Escav. Yeah, switching Escav into Fire type is always terrifying, though. Now we get Flamethrower in the Lycanroc. And this is where we really don't want to get crit or it's going to get steery. Weezing gets really scary. We probably have to dodge a crit on Empoleon. A crit boom. How do I feel about his big Bucktooth? It cracks me up, man. Mag Mortar's so goofy. Okay, we have a Rossberry for this. We just don't want to get crit. Oh my god, I thought that was a crit. Alright, some slides. So this is going to be wheezing because I show kills on Turtonator. Seven. This can either play rough or boom. Either is fine. It's not going to overheat. So we go S-Scav on the pivot. S-Scav can just take the boom. Perfect. Guaranteed overheat into the Penguin. Never kills me, and makes sure that Turtonator always sees a kill and doesn't smash. Alright, I'm at 104. 58%. Turtonator's a min roll. Kills me. Metal Coat Flash Cannon. And then it's turtle time. So this is always going to be overheat. Ooh, I love this guy's cry. We go straight into my Turtonator. Little mirror match. Running up some dittos. So I'm holding a Dragon Fang, so it sees that I can kill it after Shell Smash, so it's not going to do it. So it's just going to fire in a Dragon Claw. And y'all know this guy is always Shell Armor. So we're just going to take speed control real quick with a Rapid Spin. Eat this up. Now I should be faster. And then Dragon Fang, Dragon Pulse kills it after that chippage. Pretty clean. Yo, while we're on the topic of Empoleon, since I just had it out, I saw the craziest, like it was one of those stupid AI Pokemon videos, and it was like Empoleon in the hood. So the video starts out, and it's like a Piplup, and basically his older brother's an Empoleon. And he's like, you know, there's like a turf war, and my older brother was taking out the trash, and he got hit in a drive-by. And these Infernapes come up with like flamethrowers and like machine guns and like shoot him up while he's taking out the trash. So the Piplup like goes to the black market and then meets up with like Walter White. Like it's literally Walter White. It's AI, right? So. And then Walter White like gives him a rare candy that's like the experimental drug, and the Piplup takes the rare candy and goes to bed. And then it wakes up the next day and evolves into Empoleon. And then it goes to, like, the Infernape's hideout while they're sleeping. And then it, like, uses Frost Breath to freeze the whole hideout with, like, liquid nitrogen in there so they all die. Like, it's so stupid. I don't know if I have the link to it. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. Yeah, it was at first like National Geographic like Pokemon bits, right? And then they started just getting completely unhinged. Like this stupid Empoleon Turf War thing probably cost like 1 million gallons of water, right? Was it worth it? Yo, Luigi, thank you so much for the Prime, homie. 4 months, thank you. It was worth it. Alright, it's Gauntlet, I think, next. Yep. Lycanrock's going to be going overtime in this Gauntlet. W song. All right, so this is a 3-fight gauntlet. It's not triple back-to-back, so you can adjust your your party and items and stuff in between. You just can't switch your mons. So for the first one, we just go Lum, Lycanroc to cover Flamethrower, Burn, and Hypnosis. It could even Nasty Plot, right? Because of the Sash. Anyone just notice the NPCs are standing on a literal hole in the floor? Yeah, they're just chilling down there, dude. Probably feels nice in there. Yeah, we just double tap this. We can't bait 2 cannon because we show fast skill. So Soul Rock comes out. And it's incredibly likely to Rock Polish. Doesn't really matter. We just go Empoleon. And then we gotta go Metal Coat Flash Cannon, right? Actually, Flash Cannon and then a Jet. Does that do it? It might. 152... 156, 176. So if I double min roll, Flash Cannon and the Jet doesn't kill because of the stupid sun. I think I want to go Cinderace. I think I'll take the chance there. Because after it overheats, it has like no damage output into me anyways. Yeah, I'll go Cinderace. Because the idea is to bait 2 cannon for always overheat. And Cinderace is going to get me there. Because we just go Pyroar and then Sun Boosted Overheat. We switch into theirs and then just blow it up with our own Overheat. That's leg 1. Leg 2, this is all about Darmanitan. We got Sheer Force, Life Orb, Darm. So the most painful part of this is navigating this guy. Because, like, say I bait... I've almost always used Empoleon to beat this Rapidash, and it baits Darm. It's typically pretty clean for Gara. I guess this Gara is just not that great. Because the idea, I could pivot Gara into, like, Lycanroc, right? Like, Lycanroc outspeeds and kills this. This is hard to get it in. But Gara just dies to crit Flare Blitz in the sun. It'd be like Earthquake or Flare Blitz into Penguin, right? And Gara just dies the crit. So that's immediately just, like, super cap. Oh, yeah, no sun in this fight. My bad. So you live crit. Thank you. But the baiting is atrocious. Yeah, Lycanroc has to come in on Rock Slide. So, like, Gara comes in. If I don't get crit by Flare Blitz, that's a Rock Slide, and Lycanroc cleans up. But if I get crit, even with a Cinderace, at 27% at -1, it's random move. So, rather than using Empoleon for the lead, we got a lead that can handle the Rapidash and bait in Blissey first and set up for a clean chain. And funny enough, it is Escav. Lycanroc, I think, does barely outspeed the dash. Yeah, it doesn't quite kill it, though. But Escav just lives Mystical Fire. And then it always baits Blissey because Fire Blast. So even if it, like, whiffs and Will-O-Wisps, like, it doesn't matter. I just tank a Mystical Fire and Iron Head and get Blissey. And then from there, we just chip Blissey, get Lycanroc in, and then chain in the Darm. That's it. Yeah. So Escav, like, I did not think it would live Mystical Fire. That is so insane to me. I mean, I know Dash isn't really, like, a big special attacker, but still. So Blissey will come out. Chances are we see random move if I took a Mystical Fire. I gotta go Rost for the Will-O-Wisp. And then I'm going to use Drapion, because you can come in on random move with a Citrus Berry, always get a Toxic. And then I can just go, like, Empoleon, Gyarados. I can just kind of pivot around to buy time for Toxic to build up. Because I don't want to hit this, because it's got a counter. So I don't want to hit it with, like, my physical guys, and those are my pivots. And then Lycanroc just needs to, I think I'm going to run Rost in case I switch it on a Fire Blast. But once it's got at least 29% chip, which is easy, Lycanroc finishes it, outspeeds and rips Darm with no item boost. Drapion is Battle Armor, yeah. This guy is always Battle Armor in this game. And then the final leg is very simple. I told y'all Lycanroc is going nuts. I just lead Gyarados on Ape. I just eat the Fake Out. I don't want to get it in the Blaze, so I don't want to click Waterfall. Because basically, if I get it in the Blaze, it can Grass Knot or Fire Blast. So I'll just chip it with, like, Ice Beam. And then that gets a guaranteed Grass Knot. And then Lycanroc comes in on Grass Knot. And then Hearthstone. So that's another thing that the candies and the scale for Flannery get me is outspeeding this Infernape. And then I outspeed one-tap Houndoom. Hearthstone lets me kill Centiskorch through Charty Berry. So really clean Gauntlet. Pretty simple. Nothing too revolutionary. The Darm fight, I've always had a pretty hard time getting that one that clean, so that feels pretty good. Yeah, big dog, man. This mon is great. That plus attack definitely making a difference, too. Gyarados is so bad, though, bro. Alright, Lycanroc's Lum. There's 2 statuses I gotta cover. Empoleon is Citrus. I can go Citrus on Pyroar, Gara, Ike, and Bayonetta. Yeah, I'm gonna do Flannery today. I at least want to fight Flannery, and then if we beat Flannery, maybe try to at least unlock Surf, and maybe do Surf Sim tomorrow. Worst case, we, assuming I don't wipe, we do the Surf Sim fights tomorrow, and then do the... We'll see. What's my experience using Zam? First time I've had it. It's really, it doesn't go to a ton, but when it comes out, it makes waves. It's really good. We got a Alakazam clinic towards the end of this gym. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to double check everything, and I think it should work, though. I saw Squirks, Tate, and Liza. Yeah, he wasn't able to heist. Like, his box did not have the logistics for it. But he got his Iron Barb stolen, right, by the Hoopa Unbound. Pretty funny. I think he'll be okay without Poison Barb. But yeah, if you can get an Alakazam run going, it's really strong. Yo, what's up, Lauren? Thank you for the 17 months, goat.
Daily Lauren just subscribed.
6-7.
7 months back chest.
How you doing, Lauren? Hope you had a good Christmas. Yo, what's up, Gren? How you doing, bro? Oh, let me get some more healing items. Because it's a gauntlet, you know? Actually, I have a lot. I think I'm fine. How's the run looking? So far, so good, man. The only thing that keeps me up at night right now is having no Iron Ball. But otherwise, it's looking really good. I'm really wondering, like, am I going to get a B-Drill in Surf Sim? I managed to keep 118 open. And we got the 114 delay, dude. So, like, we might even be pulling up to T&L split with a Slowbro. And then I can take 120 grass, maybe get, like, a Sneasler. Woo! Dude, a Hawlucha. Serena's duped out of the route. Like, dude, routing is looking nice. I'm feeling really good about my encounter routing. It'll be Mienshao and I'll love it. Nah, dude. Does Mienshao and 120 come with Fake Out at least? Or nah? Good to see, by the way, Nat. Probably not, right? Honestly, Steph, I was already kind of thinking about it. You read my mind. It's been on my mind. I think I might have to. Yeah? Good to see you, Steph. Alright, Gauntlet. One more check. 10-hour road trip. Good luck. That's a long drive. I got you for the drive podcast, though. Yeah, when you say cracked out, like, dang, you cracked out driving 10 hours? Don't get pulled over. Whoop, whoop. It is a way to get through the road trip, though. Did this guy just say, can your Pokemon withstand 392,000 degree heat? Is that what he said? Some of the Pokemon stats are so capped, man. Like, isn't Magcargo, like, hotter than the sun, according to the dex? Was it just 392? Okay, that's more reasonable. I'm pretty sure Magcargo is hotter than the sun. That wouldn't work. Brother would just fall through the earth. Alright, we just... I guess we Rock Slide first for the flinch chance. Woo, the crit. Accelerock because it's cool. I'll click that move every chance I get. Alright, this has to be Soul Rock because I kill 2 cannon. Alright, fast kill 2 cannon. Alright, this should be a likely Rock Polish, right? Actually, do you see kill with Zenny? Zenny is 90, so I'm just out of kill range, so Rock Polish is the most likely thing here. Cool. Super fine. You were already faster. Flash Cannon. We're going to take an overheat here. It is very possible if I double min roll Aqua Jet won't kill. But after overheat's gone, we should be okay. I got that Citrus too. Napoleon never misses the ranges, baby. Not even worried. Yeah, we just hit the crit. Should be a guaranteed overheat from the bird. Oh, actually, Bullet Seed overlaps. I didn't see that. I'm going into Lichen Rock. That should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I missed that, but luckily we're going into a fire type, so it's no biggie. I just got so scared. I'm supposed to one-tap this with overheat, and I don't, but I didn't have the sun on in the calc. Okay, yeah, we definitely do. Fire Gem. You overheat me? You come into my house and overheat me? You know what I gotta say about that? No, you. We overheat back. Mine's better. Beak get hot. I am not the one who gets overheated. Fruit Loops cereal looking ass. Bro, I haven't had Fruit Loops in so long. PP overheat. Been a big fan of PP overheat lately. That's a great emote. Y'all need to use that more. Do I even have it in my channel, actually? I might not have it. Alright, Escav lead for the next one. Is it in the chat box? Okay, good. It's in there, so I have it. W. Alright, Escav with a Rost. I still cannot believe Escav lives this Mystical Fire. That is, like, so impressive to me. Fake out PP overheat. Drapion with a Citrus. Gyarados and Empoleon with Citruses. And then Lichen Rock can just go Rost. Yeah, the emote's so tiny in the chat box. It's cute. So I'm getting ready to put a Rossberry on my Lichen Rock. And my brain was like, yo, you can just do Lava Cookie. And then I quickly stopped myself. I was about to have a Squirk Awakening moment. This game is so hard, he tried it and died on the first. It's a tough game. First gym leader is like one of the hardest boss fights in the game, honestly. Just like by nature, right? Like what you have available, the risks you kind of just gotta take sometimes. Was it gonna meow too? Classic Squirt. Wrong hole. Brawly is Margit. Wait, that's actually really good. I like that. Alright, here we go. Operation Darmanitan. Here we go. Alright, this will Will-O-Wisp for Mystical Fire. This is so scary, man. I don't die, allegedly, but it's stressful. God, just tanking a fire move on Escav feels just insane. What a crazy feeling, man. It doesn't feel right. The reason we lead with this is to always bait Blissey. So Darmanitan's a lot more manageable from this position. How? It's Escav. My Escav isn't even plus Spadef. That's just how Escav is built. I mean, to be fair, Galarian Rapidash has 80 base special attack, but still crazy. Alright, we can just go hard JP on here. We're gonna Toxic this just to start building chip. Because all the safe chippers I brought are physical attackers, and this has counter. So I don't want to hit it. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, Escav is an absurd mon. I went from having no battle armor guys to having like some of the best battle armor guys out there. It's crazy how that works. Yo, what's good, Noxy? Alright, we can just do some pivoting. Let's see. Gyarados. Gyarados into Lycanroc is probably the best one. So let's go Empoleon first. Nice. Shoot, I'll even stall a turn here. We can defog for funsies. That's right. Get that evasiveness out my face, little sis. Let's go Lycanroc now. We got a Ross for that anyways. Alright, high horsepower. And then we don't have to switch in the Darm now. Darm just comes out and gets eaten up by the big dog. Because Darm is a nuclear weapon, but it is also very frail. Good night. Woo, woo. Ape, no. I did push Lycan, yeah. It's for Flannery. Lycan needs all that for Flannery. Yo, what's up, Narth? How you doing, dude? Thanks for the raid, bro. What are you playing right now, Narth? You still playing Crystal Kaizo, or what are you on right now? Yeah, W raid. Good to see you, bro. Yo, I gotta say, Narth, you know, the Nuzzies are tonight, right? Big fan of, like, all your Nuzzies clips, dude. Every clip with you was peak. Like, some of my absolute Just most favorite clips, man. Absolute content machine. Finish CK Plus? Oh, you just, like, did E4 round 2? Is that what you did today? Yo, let's go. What was the team? That was a really fun game. Yeah, what'd you bring? Dang, alright, my bad. Sorry I asked, man. Don't bother rating me again. Oh, he has ads, okay. Alright, last part of the gauntlet. This one's super simple. It's just big dog gaming. Yo, all good, crazy. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out today. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Lantern, Scarm, Lapras, Arrow, Nidoqueen, and a base Nidoqueen bring. I love that. Love to see the Nidoqueen. That's my homegirl in CK. I had a really good Nidoqueen in that game. She popped off for me. I need Hardstone to kill the Centiskorch through Chartyberry. Whenever I have like filler mons, I don't need items, so I just throw citruses on them. Yo, Narth, congrats on the dub. Really cool team too, dude. I love to see the Nidoqueen in there. No, I was saying, dude, your Nuzzies clips are all like massive W's, man. They like every clip with you was like favorites for me. So good. Oh, did I? Yeah, Chartyberry is definitely a good one. It's crazy how bulky it makes the Centiskorch. Like the fact I need a Heartstone. I don't think it... Without the berry, it might. Let me see. I guess it hits for neutral, though, right? Nah, it doesn't, yeah. But there are a lot of times where it does outdamage... Oh, just in general? Yeah, on average it does. On average it does, yeah. That's why you'll see me clicking it a lot. Which is just wild. Alright, last part of the gauntlet. Ape, yes. Yeah, that Rockruff delay is so worth it. Like, unless you, like, need to bring out Lycanroc to prevent a wipe, it's so worth it. Dusky is excellent. Alright, we don't want to give this guy Blaze. So let's just keep it at Grass Knots. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Alright, let me make sure that I'm actually okay here. Yeah, Lycanroc doesn't die to Grass Knot. It's not that heavy. And then because of the pre-Flannery investment, 2 candies, 1 speed scale, we do outspeed this guy. Woohoo! That's still scary, man. Alright, speaking of high horsepower. Bang. Woo! Woo! Alright, Houndoom comes out. Too nervous to eat my Heartstone from the Unnerve. Unlucky. So the reason I didn't want to deal with potential Blaze on Ape, it would have been like a lot of overlapping Fire Blasts, and I can't run Rost because I actually need a Heartstone to always kill Centiskorch because Charty Berry. So like I said, Big Dog is going crazy in all these gym fights. If Lycanroc can use high horsepower, does that make it a type of horse? Absolutely, yeah. Lycanroc qualifies for the horse lock. Anything that learns it, you can run it up in horse lock. Can someone just tell me which hole it is? To get out of the gym? I honestly don't remember. It's... I don't... Yeah. Anyone got me? Is this the vanilla map? Bottom right, you're positive? The one that fits you. You did this gym like 3 days ago. Okay, okay. All right. I'm just saying, man. Everybody gets one. Something goes wrong. Everybody gets one. Okay. Yeah. All right, bet. Burrito, where's your run at, by the way? You haven't been live for a minute, right? You're still in the same spot from like last week? Oh, we got Torkoal next. Another Torkoal lead. It's another Lycanroc sweep. 118 grass. Wait, did you pull the grass? Alright. Camera ups once again goes crazy for the lead. Let's go, bro. Actually, I don't know if that's a let's go, man. That means you put B on cooldown. That might not be good for me. I might have the Perish Song Altaria seed. I don't have any throat choppers either. How else could I prevent Perish Song, like guaranteed prevent, without a throat chopper? Soundproof new Mauville Electrode, right? Isn't it static or soundproof? Yeah. Otherwise, like... Status. Oh, it's not? Okay. I was looking at regular Electro. That's sad. Okay, so it doesn't even get soundproof. Yeah, I don't think anything I have can even scale Throat Chop. I think Hariyama gets it. Como is soundproof. I want that guy bad, real bad. Taunt Zoroark. No, I'm just talking about 118 if I get a Perish Song guy. Like if I get a high enough level Altaria to Perish Song me. That won't happen. I'm just going to get B. No Carnivine. I hit the Carnivine once. I was so upset. Alright, we need Soft Sand this time. And then... So Lickitung is faster more. Skunk is faster less. Non-gutsed Flareon is faster less. So it's just Lickitung. So this guy can boom. This was very problematic. until I realized I can just go Escav, right? Yeah, it can either Power Whip, Body Slam, or Boom. Escav eats all of it. So first we got to look at the no Boom scenario. That just gets me Fire Blast. This guy's just really hard to deal with because of Boom. So we're going to go Wall Rain on the guaranteed Fire Blast. It's Sun boosted too, but it's just a licky. So we're going to use our Thick Fat and just lock it in with Encore. And then we'll get our chip with Super Fang. And then Encore Fire Blast just gets us into Pyreezy. And then we just Charcoal Overheat it. -2. Alright, Skunk. Let me see if I get crit by Fire Blast. 40, 60. Oh, actually, is Flareon just gonna always see slow kill? Not always, right? If Fire Blast low rolls me, I'm at 77%. You don't quite kill me. So I think it might be possible for Skunk, which is honestly really annoying. I want to bait Flareon first, if possible. So low roll. I'm at -2. Overheat still does a milli. Knock off 85 divided by 137. So you see 62%. So Flareon would bypass you. You'd be slower more. And then if I get like crit by Fire Blast, does that bring the Skunk in or nah? So 85 divided by 107. 79%. Oh, but then Flareon's gonna see kill. Like, you'll out-damage me, but Flareon will actually see kill, right? Yeah, so that's all good. So it's not a problem. So Camerupt, Escab, and then we're gonna have to look at what it looks like if it blows up. I think it'd just be Skunk, right? You have a fire move? Yeah. Alright, so Flareon into Pyroar, you're always gonna see... It'll never be anything outside of Flare Blitz and Tantrum. So all we need to do is just bring a pivot that baits Guts Boosted Facade and the Lycanroc, and you just live it, and then you just chain. And then that should be Kingdra. Yeah, Kingdra's always safe there. And then once Guts comes online, it's just Facade. I have to think about Aftermath, because I can chain kill from here. I need to be above 25%. So I can probably go Citrus, right? I don't think I need a boost. 13. Yeah, so with a Citrus, I'm good. Alright, so line number 2, if Licky Licky blows up in the Escab, I think the Skunk comes out first, right? I can go Citrus also. So worst case, I am at 34% if it max roll booms me. It's going to be Skunk regardless for Fire Blast. And then that would be a Fire Blast. I need to get Lycanroc in ideally, right? Actually, no, I don't. Well, So in the main line, I need a Citrus to prevent Aftermath killing me. And if I go in on Fire Blast, I can get burnt. I can come in on Poison Jab or Knock Off. So Fire... Can I pivot through Fire Blast and get that? Explosion, I died at crit. Camel's completely healthy. but you're going to be able to bait Boom. Knock off or Boom. Knock off crit with an item. That doesn't kill me. What's up, Admiral? How you doing, homie? Kingdra. Walrein. Pyroar. Oh, I could just go back in the Pyroar and kill this on the Fire Blast. No Aftermath either. And then we go Flareon. We go through Kingdra. Okay, so we got it covered. We got every scenario covered. I was a little worried I was going to have to change the slot out. I love Thick Fat Walrein. Just bringing this guy out in a sun fight to just tank Fire Blasts. Go Citrus. You need Charcoal. Yeah, we got an Escav run. Love to see it. It's a good Escav too. Well, every Escav is a good Escav. Like even like a bottom of the barrel Escav is still going to be a really, really good mon. You know, it's just that good. Actually, hold up. No. Yeah, hold on. When Flareon comes out, no, we're good. It's not going to be Guts. Yeah, it's going to be non-Guts in the Kingdra. And then so I can always get that pivot. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sick. Wasn't it the most recently champed new mon? Is it? Is it Escav? I know it got champed. Is that the most recent new guy? Do I really need Charcoal? Yeah, it's an Assault Vest Liquid Liquid. That's why it's so bulky. Most new is regular Lilligant. Yeah, Hisuian Lilligant, that was a long time ago with safety. That was like one of the first wins. And this guy doesn't need boosting items. Unethical Pokemon, man. This thing is too good. Alright, we got another sun fight. Love my camera up. Torque Hole Killer. Alright, we're just gonna Earth Power this real quick. Should always get me Licky Licky. It's the only thing that outspeeds and outdamages me. Nice. Such a wet cry. Alright, Body Slam, Power Whip, or Boom. I'd prefer it not to Boom. It feels a little more awkward in that line, but it's possible. No Fire Blast, right? Beautiful. Escav. Nice. Guaranteed Fire Blast in the Thick Fat Walrein. Maybe sun boosted, but wall rain's got me. Not even worried. One Fire Blast miss for the boys. All right, we're going to encore this now. Clap, clap. Wait, how much PP does Fire Blast have? It's only 5, right? I think that's fine. Yeah. What slot is it? I think that's fine. That's 2. Super Fang for 3. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's not going to run out. This is 1. Alright, 1 more Encored Fire Blast coming in. And then Pyroar just takes it. This guy's Assault Vest, so we actually needed Charcoal here for Overheat to always kill. Even in the sun, which is kind of crazy. Dude, when the Fire Blast hit Pyroar for a split second there, it looked like Mega Pyroar. Because isn't the Fire Blast like the kanji that's like on Mega Pyroar? They're like the same, right? Alright, this should be Flareon. Always Flareon. Random thought, my Pyroar probably beats Melmetal, huh? On Lily Cove. Alright, this can be Flare Blitz or Tantrum into Kingdra. Now it's going to get Guts. And this should always be Facade. Yep, now this is Facade, and this can't ever kill Lycanroc. I just have to be careful with the Skuntank. It's got Aftermath, which if you kill it with Contact, which I gotta do, you take 25% of your health and damage. So I just had to line this up so I'm always above that. Alright, High Horsepower takes it. And then we live Aftermath from the Skunk. So we're just gonna feed another one to the dog. How many kills is that for Lycanroc today, bro? Yo, Panic, thank you for the raid, dude. How was your stream? Let me see, actually. How many kills has the dog had today? You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was kill number 10 in just this gym today for the dog. There's more coming. Alright, we got the hardest fight in the gym next. This is usually harder than Flannery. I'm very excited to run through this one. It was the rifle. Good horse. Premier horse lock Pokemon. Yeah, it's always this or the Delphox one. For me, it's typically been this one followed by the Delphox one, but it depends on your box. That one's also really tough. Stream was scuffed. Shiny Turtwig run died the other day, and today you couldn't get past Brawly. Dang, get a shiny Turt. I've never found a shiny in Run and Bun yet. It's got one shitty mon after the other every fit. Yeah, some days are like that, dude. Some days are droughts, and you're just like in Beachatory, Museum Tory. I remember when I was trying to get that winning run. Before I got the winning run, I had a drought where I was like in truck for like a week. And when I say truck, like just beach. Like every time you tuned in, I was this beach guy for like a week, and then I finally found the winning run. I've watched the Platinum Kaizo teasers. I haven't seen the 4th one yet, but I've seen the first 3. Brawly today, yeah, in Terra Emerald, right? Right? Good to see you, Terra. Is there an official rule for Shiny Claws? It's up to you. Most people don't run Shiny Claws, but you can if you want. Tomorrow. Okay, so this Blaziken is not fun. This whole fight's not fun. Choice Scarf Emboar with Reckless, Flare Blitz, Superpower, Head Smash, Wild Charge. It's just really hard to bait consistent moves out of it. The Blaziken is Speed Boost. It's got Overheat, CC, Brave Bird knockoff. Hard to switch into. My Gyarados can never even... Some Gyarados is going to switch in and typically always win. I think you're always probably dodging double crit on like any Gyara, right? But a lot of them can take a Brave Bird crit into maybe a non-crit. I don't know. It's tough. No sun. So nothing I was looking at was working for me. And then I said, wait a minute. I was like, Alakazam can take like 2 bodies here. And then I said, you know what? Anyway, that Hidden Power Ice on my... Because my guy's got HP Ice, remember this. I was like, anyway, this beats the Flygon? It does with the Nevermelt Ice. So here's what I'm going to try to do. Step 1 is to get a consistent move out of Emboar. And then PP stall the guy. Which sounds crazy, but we got the tools for it. So I have a few Pokemon. The first thing is the Slowking. It's really hard to OHKO. I have a few Pokemon that do it with a Ground Gem. And I'm willing to use the Ground Gem here. Because otherwise, there's not really consistent ways to beat the Slowking and route this the way I want it. Because all the other routes I looked at without using Ground Gem led to me having to just box Blaziken with Gyarados. And like even switching in on CC, it's never completely safe. Because Brave Bird crit can just own me. So I didn't want to deal with that. So I think this is worth it. So Lycanroc, Camerupt, Exca. These guys can all run a Ground Gem and beat the Slowking. Exca baits the Emboar for Flare Blitz and Superpower. That's not consistent. Lycanroc does get me a clean Superpower. But Lycanroc first makes the line just get really weird, and it doesn't give me the sequencing I want. Because if I want to set up some kind of chain with Zam, I need the Golurk gone. So it turns out Camerupt with the Ground Gem outspeeds and kills the Slowking with Earthquake and gets me Golurk for Earthquake. So that's step 1. So now we need a way to deal with Golurk while also baiting Emboar for one consistent move. Here's what we do. We go Masquerain. It could be Yanmega. The reason I want to use Masquerain, because I'm going to need that for Emboar. But essentially what I'm trying to do is pivot through Golurk in a way that it never clicks block. We need Heat Crash. Because what I'm trying to do is come in on a guaranteed Heat Crash, Encore with Wall Rain, because I take like no damage, get enough chip, and then refresh Encore and kill with Caracosta. Because you also eat up Heat Crashes. Because Caracosta, from this position, and we're going to relook at crits, but I think crits are good too, can always bait a clean Superpower. I'm going to have to give a few levels of Caracosta, but it's always going to bait Superpower. And then, finally, from there, we can go Masquerain on the first Superpower. Depending on crits and whatnot, we can maybe even take another. We don't have to. And then we just sit on this guy with Escav. Because every Superpower it clicks is going to be -1 attack. -1 defense. The defense doesn't matter. So we're going to come into -1. It's going to hit me and go -2. -3. You get the idea. And we'll have a Citrus. It has 5 superpowers. It's not PP maxed. After the 5th superpower, there are 2 things that can happen. So in this game, when an AI can no longer use a move like that, it's like a 50-50 to switch. So it'll either struggle or it'll switch. And this is where the real fun begins. So we hard swap into Alakazam. Alakazam always lives struggle crit. And always outspeeds and kills this. So if it struggles in the Zam, we kill this with Psychic, we kill Blaziken with Psychic, we kill Flygon with HP Ice. If it switches, it doesn't matter, because I outspeed and kill everything in the back. So the only thing I gotta make sure is that Costa always baits Superpower, or this isn't gonna work. Reckless Super Struggle. Oh, I didn't even think about Struggle being boosted here, too. Does Struggle get the boost because of the recoil? Does that work? Is it Reckless boosted here? I guess I can check. Take off Reckless. I don't think it's boosted. Yeah. Yeah, Zamlip's crit. Yeah, it's not boosted. That's kind of... I guess Struggle, like, doesn't interact with things like that. That'd be so funny, though. Okay, so Costa. So Costa, I've written down, needs to be 53. Oh, one other thing, too. So the Golurk. The reason I can't use Yon Mega, because I need that first in Tim for the Emboar. So I gotta use Masquerade for this pivot. The problem is, it's not always going to kill with Heat Crash. So as I go in the Walrein, it could block. And I can't really... Like, I can't Encore it in the block. Like, that's just not going to work. You know what? Would Walrein bait a clean superpower, actually? It wouldn't. Yeah. But Sticky Barb takes care of this, right? So 149 divided by 8, 18. 149 minus 18 is 131. So I switch into Earthquake. I take a Sticky Barb proc. Heat Crash will always kill and it won't block. So that's how we deal with that. So Caracosta at 53. So Walrein has to... Let's see. Caracosta's min roll into this guy, and we're thinking about lefties. So knockoff will do 50%. Walrein will... Let me see how much this guy takes from lefties. I'm just recalculating this to make absolute sure it's Ironclad. Because I have to bait only superpower. Alright, 183 divided by 16. You're getting 11. So 183 minus 92 from Super Fang. Plus 11. So that's 102. We're gonna Frost Breath, actually. So that's 120. 183 minus 120 plus 11. And then Super Fang, 37. And then we got to refresh Encore again. Yeah, Caracosta is always going to be able to kill this. And then Caracosta has to take... I have to switch in and then take another Heat Crash. So I'm going to have to Encore, chip it down, Encore again, then go Costa. So at level 53, 2 max roll Heat Crashes. That's 20 a pop. That's 40. So 152 minus 40. That's 112. Emboar will only see Superpower. And if they min roll me, we're still going to see Emboar because he always shows skill. That's a guaranteed superpower. Then we just stall guy out and then let Zam go crazy. I'm really excited for this one, dude, because Zam Hidden Power Ice is coming in clutch. Like, I cannot tell you how demon this fight can be, man. The Flygon is really awkward, too. It's Scale Shot and Life Orb and all that. So it's going to cost me a ground gem, but I think that's fine. I'm not stressing that. Also, shouts out the camera up. It's going crazy today. So I gotta remember to level Costa. And then we gotta go get HP Ice for Zam. Let's go and level Costa so I don't forget. Can I run EXP share on something? Maybe Walrein. What's up, Barasites? How you doing, dude? Long time no see. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern for the Nuzzies. Before I do that run back, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I will be back. All right, we got to go shopping. We got to go all the way to Slateports. I'm not sure what I want to drop on Zam. Do you ever actually click Aura Sphere on guy? I'm keeping Skill Swap. I'm keeping Psychic. It's between Psyshock and Aura Sphere. Like, Psyshock is pretty niche. There are some occasions where it outdamages Psychic, but on average, Psychic does more, yeah? But I'm wondering if I ever really need Aura Sphere like that, realistically. What do y'all think? New Zam users. I'm just really not sure what I need on the guy. What bike do I have? Acro. I'm an acro enjoyer. For dark coverage, I just don't see Zam ever really boxing a dark type like that. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna use something else, you know? Like, it kind of feels like bait. I feel like what's gonna happen is I'm gonna regret dropping Psyshock. Like, there's gonna be one random fight where I'm like, oh, dude, I wish I had this. It would have been so easy with it. There really aren't a lot of Bright Powder fights in this game like that. The Muck and Seafloor Cavern, that's going to be Berserker's job. Weather Institute. I think it's just the grass types who deal with them, right? I'm going to look. Bright Powder Breloom, Bright Powder Barbarical. Breloom would be like an aerial ace guy. Zam isn't really switching in the Breloom anyways. It's Technician. Barbarical probably wouldn't die. I'll just use Magical Leaf. Bright Powder Amistar. That's Potentially a Zam, but probably a Magical Leaf. Let me see. Alakazam, 65. Yeah, I don't even kill this Amistar with a black belt. It's a range. The Barbaricle's a range. What else we got? There's a Weavile, but like, how's Zam getting a Weavile? I'd have to chain something, which doesn't seem worth. I'll show you right now my Zam's current set. I need to give it HP, hidden power right now, so I gotta figure out. Like, Psyshock or Aura Sphere is what I'm gonna drop. I'm trying to decide which one, though. I feel like I'm not really clicking Aura Sphere. I'm just looking ahead at guys I would ever even consider that for. What other Bright Powder Mons are there, really? I guess the hideouts. A Bright Powder Cloyster. Let's see. So there's a Cloyster on Mount Pyre. Empoleon's going to eat that up. Seafloor Cavern has a Bright Powder Cloyster lead. So I wouldn't drop Skill Swap for Trace from Mega, because you don't get Mega till the end of the game. It's really, really late. It's literally at the end of Victory Road. Alright, what is the level cap for Seafloor Cavern? That is going to be 89. This does kill the Bright Powder Cloyster lead, but one of my grasses probably does that too. And I'll have infinite magical leaves at that point. Bright Powder Muck. I don't use Zam for that. I haven't done Flannery yet, no. I'm a few fights away. I think I'm still going to drop Psyshock. Or not Psyshock, Sphere. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Aura Sphere. Skill swap the Aura Sphere tech for sturdy rock and steel types. I like the way you're thinking. I just don't see Zam being able to tank the hits to do that. Because most of those types are going to be pretty physical, and Zam's just going to get folded, you know? I like the way you're thinking, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep Psyshock. Oh, I see what you're saying, one of a few. Yeah, you skill swap sturdy before they'd have to be the lead then. Or I'd have to emergency exit through Golisopod. How many of those do you fight? That seems pretty niche still. I have beaten Run and Bun already, yeah. I'm doing I'm trying to do it deathless now. Yeah, and then you're like baiting a random move after, and that doesn't feel worth it unless I'm trying to farm like a YouTube short. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Aura Sphere. Right, we got the HP Ice. So never melt ice. Citrus on Escav. Yeah, I've done one attempt of New Game Plus. It's parked in the middle of Magma Hideout, and then I dropped it to play Lucid, and then I just never played it again. This is the first time since that New Game Plus attempt I've picked the game up. So it's still there. It's the run is shambles. It's like 25 deaths in the middle of Magma Hideout. Dude, I lost Mega Lopunny in on Mount Pyre. I straight up just forgot about Tailwind and tried to kill the Gengar on the first grunt fight and then died. I was so pressed. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I don't know what I was thinking. It was such a scuffed way to lose such a strong Mega. I was ghostless, I think. I had one ghost for Hellroom. I had a Shandy. So it was like no Golisopod. I had a Shandy. I had U-turn Lopunny, which died. I desperately pulled Game Corner for Hydreigon, and I got like a super mid Salamence. Yeah, so if I ever were to play New Game Plus again, I'd probably just call it a wipe and go attempt 2. And Sticky Barb here. Walrein, I think, can go EXP Share, actually. Let me adjust Zam. So we have Hidden Power Ice. New Game Plus, you just dupe out everything you had in your winning run. That's all. So it's fun in that you get encounter variety. You get to use new stuff. The hardest part of New Game Plus really is like, or one of the hardest parts is no Life Orb. Because you probably took Cast Form in your winning run, which means you can't take it again, which means no Life Orb. So you take 119 Grass, which has good stuff in it. I mean, I got an Escav in that Grass. Battle Rule Danielle. Let's see. 120. So 183 minus 120 plus 11. Divide by 2 plus 11. Plus 11. Plus 11. Yeah, I can go EXP Share on Walrein here. For Caracosta, just to keep it low. Yeah, 1 Shed Shell, no Shifu. A lot of people who've had success in New Game Plus will get like a Sneasler or a Medicham. And then that takes care of the no Shifu, kinda. What are you playing right now, Rydia? Citrus on this. I had a solid chance to get a good roamer in New Game Plus because my winning run had it was Cresselia and Enamorus. PK waiting room not actively playing anything. I feel that. Probably good to take a break from Mon so it feels nice and fresh when it comes out. All right, back to Lava Ridge. Yeah, I know Jofer is doing New Game Plus Plus right now. He was doing 1DR. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of games coming out in 2026. Cause there's also the Peach Owl project. He hasn't given any details on it, but there's a 2026 Peach Owl project in the works that he talked about. So I'm sure that's going to be a banger, whatever that is. I'm curious if we're gonna get Aurora Crystal like maybe late next year. Have a good run, Park to Torrentia. Got burnt out, so you're probably just waiting. Yeah, good time to play other games that you've been holding off on. CK++. Liam wishes, bro. Yeah, Grun. He hasn't given details. He just mentioned it at the end when he beat Drizzy Glizzy. Oh, I guess I can go this way. Yo, I gotta finish Resident Evil Village. I never finished. I got like halfway through and dropped it. I kind of want to start it fresh and beat it. Dude, it's funny you say that, AEG. Literally this morning, I was thinking about how I want to learn. I've never played chess, right? So I've been thinking I want to learn it. I think it'd be really fun to learn. Yeah, I've done all the Resident Evils except finishing 8. I'm a big Resident Evil guy. Okay. Alright, this fight's gonna bang. And then we have to Earthquake the Slowking, right? So -1 ground gem, I don't think is that big of a deal. Yo, what's up, Jerpski? Chess is fun, but you lost 200 elo points in 2 days. Classic tilt cues. Been there before. A difficult ROM hack that's shorter. Yeah, I think a lot of people have an appetite for like shorter difficulty stuff. After Run and Bun being so long. Platinum Kaizo, I feel like will probably be on the longer side. Like, I feel like Platinum's just a pretty long game. Yo, Georgie, what's good, dude? Thank you for the 54 months, man. Hope you had a good Christmas. 'Cause you're in Vermont now, right? Like, you're living there now? Yeah, HPI Zam has been sick. It picks up some really clutch skills. Can you go out of order in this gym? No, right? Because I don't know which hole is the right one from here. By the 5th of Jan. I'm pretty sure it's the far one. Yeah, EXP share, because my Costa is underleveled. I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. I went the bare minimum level I needed to do what I need to do on this fight. I don't think you can go out of order for these last 2 fights. I'm pretty sure it funnels you. I think it funnels you. Okay, this is right. Yeah. Alright, Battlegore Danielle, known demon. Often, I would say, the hardest fight in this gym, including Flannery. Alright, I'm using a ground gem because it's going to give me the cleanest routing possible for what I'm trying to achieve here. So ground gem Earthquake was one of 3 guys with the ground gem that could OHKO this thing in this box. And this gives the best routing. Okay. This should always be Gullick. This is a guaranteed Earthquake. Fast kill. Masquerade. We needed Gullick to come out first. Because Alakazam can't deal with it. I don't know if it does, Burrito. Yeah. Well, I remember Stonked was looking into it. I don't remember what the verdict was. It's okay if it doesn't. It's like a nice to have here. Alright, so I went Sticky Barb because without the Sticky Barb, Heat Crash is a range, which means it could click block, and we can't have that. So this should be guaranteed Heat Crash after the Sticky Barb ticking. And that's accounting for Intimidate. So now, we can go Wall Ring. Should be Heat Crash into my thick, fat Wall Rain. Beautiful. We're going to lock it in now. with Encore. All right, that's Encore turn 1. Best sound effect in the game. Frost Breath first. Obviously, this always crits, so we know we can never accidentally kill this. So I need to get enough chip to make sure Caracosta can always go after lefties, which means I'm going to have to refresh Encore. So I'm going to Super Fang. And then Encore's going to end. And then I'm going to lock it back in for Caracosta. We have just enough turns for Costa to get it done. Lefties should not matter. Now I can go Caracosta. It's still heat crashing. And Caracosta at level 53 was just high enough so that I'm always baiting Embor for superpower regardless of crits or no crits. Because I have to take 2 heat crashes here. It's still Encored. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. He's still Encored. He's got a heat crash. I'm gonna be able to kill it with knockoff. His Aqua Jet is a range. Yeah. Alright, perfect. So this should always be Embor for superpower. And only superpower. Let's see. No wild charge. No head smash. Clean superpower. This is choice scarfed. It's reckless. Alright, so Masquerain can take 1 superpower at least. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Grant. Good times, man. That's superpower number 1. Remember, I have a sticky barb too, so it's going to be proccing on me. Okay, crit superpower does up to 58. So it looks like I barely live, but honestly, does Escav even need that? Can I just go hard Escav? So it's at -1 right now. Obviously, Escav's shell armor. Let's see. So I go into Escav. You take up to 40 from superpower. And then it's -1 again, or -2. And then you take up to 30, plus 25 from Citrus. And I'm at 55. I guess a -3. I mean, I might as well let it blow another superpower here, right? Let me math this again. So Sticky Barb is going to be 149 divided by 8. So that's 18. Whatever. Escav's got it. So it has 4 superpowers left. This is superpower 2 out of 5. We're stalling it out of superpowers. Remember, it's scarfed. And then every superpower he's getting attack drops, making it super comfy for Escav. We'll just scary face. This is 3 out of 5. His damage is getting lower and lower and lower. He's about at his limit. So it's 1 superpower, 2 on the switch, 3 on the scary face. This is number 4. Yeah, this guy can't touch me. He's got 1 more superpower. This is the last superpower. He should be out. So because he's choice scarfed, he can only struggle. And when this situation happens, it should be a 50-50 to switch. So it can either struggle or switch. So now the stage is set. We have both scenarios covered. Alakazam never dies to struggle crit. So it doesn't matter. If it switches, that's fine too. Struggles. And now we take him to the Alakazam clinic, baby. Psychic in the Emboar. We outspeed Scarf Guy because, you know, Alakazam. And now we're just baiting down the line. Speed Boost Blaziken comes in next. This guy is almost like impossible to switch into safely. So we're just not going to switch in. No Speed Boost, Psychic. Zam does die to high rolls of superpower crit, yeah. It lives a lot of rolls, but we had the means to PP stall it, so why not? Wait, what? Oh, visual glitch. I forgot this had White Herb. And then finally, this disgusting Life Orb Flygon with Scale Shot and just crazy coverage. Never Melt Ice, Hidden Power Ice. Boom. Big Zam, baby. Clean. That felt crispy. And where's Costa sitting at? 4,077 is about halfway. We leveled Costa right before the fight, so he was on a fresh level. Because, yeah, anytime I'm using my Protect guys that are underleveled, I've been trying to use EXP share. It's the right hole. Alright, one more fight till Flan. That was probably my favorite fight the plan in here in this gym. That one was a lot of fun. Alright, another demon fight. Drampa is simple, it's just Conk. Conk just low kicks it, outspeeds it as well. So not dealing with Berserk is something I will take any day. Obviously we can't have Guts because you can't pre-status in the gyms. So Arcanine's just going to come in for burn up. So what we're going to do is farm CC drops. Yeah, the only reason Zam was able to take that many was because of HP Ice. But even in theory, like, if you have a slot that 1v1's the Flygon, then you chain down to the Flygon and do it. But that's kind of hard. The Flygon's hard to 1v1 because of scale shot, especially. You usually need, like, multiple guys to deal with it. So that's why Zam was so good there. Camera Up just takes the burn up. And then we start baiting close combats. So what we got to do here is just farm enough CC drops into Masquerain. Because remember, what happens with Arcanine? This is guaranteed burn up. He's going to lose his Fire Gem and his Fire type. So he's going to be typeless. And then I just like Turtonator here because 1, it gets rid of the burn up, and 2, it just sits here nicely, especially after Intims because we're Shell Armor. So like Masquerain will either bait Psychic Fangs or Will-O-Wisps back into Turtonator. But it's not really that big of a deal if we take Psychic Fangs like several times. So I need... How many CC drops are Dragon Pulse to kill? 4. So we'll have Masquerain take 3, and then the final one, Turtonator, can just tank it and kill. If Burn Up is highest damage and unavailable to use, it'll be 50-50 CC or Psychic Fangs. Wait, what? Why would it be 50-50 there? Is there some kind of weird Burn Up AI I'm unaware of? Is it not just going to default the highest damage? So you're saying off of Turtonator, it could it could CC Psychic Fangs or Will-O-Wisp? It could click anything? Even though Psychic Fangs does not overlap into CC? Because I feel like I've used this exact type of strat for this fight every time I've done it. I mean, I've only done this fight a few times. But I, like, always had Turtonator or a Shell Armor guy and just pivoted back and forth. So did I just get lucky? Oh, when it's highest damage. Okay, yeah, so off of Masquerain, Burn Up would be highest damage. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah. So it'd be CC, Psychic Fangs, or Will-O-Wisp. I'm okay with that. Yeah, in that case, that's fine then. So we can run this and kill with Turtonator. It's always going to be Nidoking. Potentially Sludge Bomb or Earth Power. Mask always baits Wisp. Why not? Why is there no chance for Psychic Fangs then? What's up with that? I mean, that's really good. That makes it super free, but why is that? I was thinking it could be Wisp or Psychic Fangs. So Wisp will start at +6, 37% of the time. It can get +1. I do have a physical move. Why Wisp? Why always Wisp? We'll run it up either way, though. It should be safe regardless. I mean, that's just really good. And then for Nidoking, Zam just takes random move. No status worries because Sheer Force. And then I just outspeed and kill it. The Psychic Fangs and CC are tied at +0. Wisp is at +6. And is that like a weird burn-up thing that makes them tie like that? I gotta get more familiar with burn-up AI then. Yeah, I didn't know that. So there's a lot of weird quirks to it. Yeah, I gotta... Okay, that's really good then. Cause there's like a burn-up Arcanine and Pyre. Was it young couple Dez and Luke? What other burn-ups are even in the game? Where's my Zam? Oh, it's in my party. I would be, if I ever got an Embor, I would be scared to click burn ups because I just feel like there's all these weird factors, right? Like something would go wrong, something sinister. All right, Zam is faster than Delphox, so it's gonna default to Rhyperior for slow kill. So the idea here is I need to kill Rhyperior and line it up so Delphox can never click Psychic or Grass Knot. Because Lycanroc can just come in on Flamethrower and outspeed and kill it. So the way we do that is it's time to rip the Sceptile. Yo, what's up, Squirk? How you doing, dude? We're almost at Flan, man. Dude, Squirk, you know the fight 2 before Flan that's got the Blaziken and like the Flygon? The Super Demon one? Yeah, I just lined it up so that I could guarantee superpower to Embor, stall it with Excadrill, and then get in Zam, and then Zam killed Embor, Blaziken, and Flygon with HP Ice. Like, super satisfying. Dude, it felt so good, man. It was really satisfying. Yeah, so I'm going to use... Alright, let me actually get Sceptile here. Start at 50 and go from there. Alright, so this is where I need my Sceptile gamers, y'all. I don't think I need Detect for Flannery, but I do need Sceptile just to, like, bait. Should I pass up on Detect and get Leaf Storm, or take Detect and just scale Leaf Storm if I need it? And remember, for baiting, I don't have an Iron Ball, so like baiting in the Sceptile is pretty much always going to be slow kills in most cases. Yeah, Eska. Did I say Exca? I meant Eska. Escav. My bad. I think I take Detect too, because like Leaf Storm locks me out of Detect forever. Whereas with Detect, I at least have the option to scale Leaf Storm if I need it. So I think I like more options here. Oh, I said Excadrill, my bad. Yeah, I think I take Detect. Okay, so that determines how I'm going to level this guy up. So Detect is at 46. Energy Ball is at 51. Grovyle gets it at 54. Yeah, I want Leaf Blade too. Trico doesn't get it. I want Giga Drain. Can I get Giga Drain and Leaf Blade? Or have to pick? Leaf Blade, Energy Ball. $30. So oh, this is weird. I delay Grovyle evolution. So I get Trico. I Everstone Trico. Let it evolve at 30 so it learns Giga Drain. Grovyle gets Leaf Blade at 33. Keep the Everstone on all the way until it gets Energy Ball at 54. And then I get all of them. Yeah, I'm going to get like 2 candies and I think 3 or 4 scales in Surf Sim. Because I'm out of everything. Alright, so Everstone. And then I take it off at 29. I don't even know if Giga Drain's that bit of a deal, but I do need it for this fight. That was an Everstone, right? Just making sure it wasn't an Awakening. Quick attack. Magical Leaf. Awakening. Giga Drain over Mega Drain, and then let it evolve. And then back into Everstone. And then at 53, I can take off the Everstone. $53. Leaf Blade. Synthesis, no thank you. Grass Whistle, no thank you. Detect. I guess over Quick Attack. And then he's going to get Energy Ball next level, and then we can evolve it. So if we ever need Leaf Storm, we'll have to scale it. But I think Overgrow Energy Ball is probably going to get me a long way before I have to think about it. I saw your whole TNL squirk. I was dying, bro. Your run is over, bro. You need Poison Barb. Like, you're done, buddy. You might as well just reset without Poison Barb. That's so funny. Okay, oh, wait. Let me check Flan real quick. I'm pretty sure that Sceptile cannot be max level, right? Or it won't beta clean Sludge Bomb on Flan. So no Sun, doubles. Okay, so at 57, not every roll a Sludge Bomb kill. So I need to go into Flannery at 56 or lower. I didn't think about that when I was planning this. Is that going to be an issue? Because what I want to do is get Sceptile in on Rhyperior. Oh, wait, my set is all messed up. It's Detect, Energy, Ball, Leaf Blade, Giga Drain. So I want to go Citrus and Giga Drain for this Rhyperior so that I can always be healthy enough to bait a Flamethrower out of Delphox. And then, because when Rhyperior comes out, it's going to see Slow Kill in the Zam, so it could still Stealth Rocks, yeah? Pivoting through Conk, I can take every move because I'm going to be fully healthy with a Citrus. If it rocks, it's going to Earthquake into Sceptile, that's fine. If it attacks, the worst case, I'm at 40% plus Citrus, which is 65. And then I bait either Earthquake or Rocks in the Sceptile. Are Rocks a problem for Lycanroc? 168 divided by 16. 10. Oh, I'm super fine. So Sceptile has to be 50. Is 55 enough for Rhyperior? No, I have to go 56. Is there a way I can find out how much EXP Rhyperior... Well, actually, Rhyperior is going to be split between Conk and Sceptile. Delphox will be split between Sceptile and Lycanroc. Is there a way I can see how much EXP they give? Because I cannot overlevel here. Does anyone know? Are the values vanilla for EXP? Can I, like, look that up? $9159. Are they all weird in Run and Bun? Can I run an EXP share on something in this fight also? Then I think we're good. Span had this issue too. Alakazam doesn't need an item. I could do EXP share on you. Are you positive on that, Sketchy? Because I've had conflicting, like, some people have said it works, some people have said it doesn't. So, like, this has been tested? Okay. So, EXP share, I can stop using those. There's no point. Wait, so that's just EXP share, right? What about splitting with a partner? Like Conk switching into Zam, will they split it then? I just don't want Sceptile to overlevel here. Every participant gets full EXP gain. Oh my goodness. So Sceptile is gonna get full EXP from Rhyperior and Delphox? I can't undershoot. If I go 55, then I have one roll of Giga Drain that doesn't kill. Yeah, I have one roll that doesn't kill. I can't really risk that. Can I go Miracle Seed? Let me see. So if I get max roll crit by Earthquake, 143 minus 121. That's 22. Miracle Seed, Giga Drain will always kill. Like, I have to go Miracle Seed because I'm not going to consistently get Overgrow. Yeah, I can't bank on getting Overgrow, so... So, I just get half of Rhyperior's health, right? Because I'm going to one-tap it. So, 104 plus 22. So, I'd be at 126. Okay, I can go level 55 with a Miracle Seed, it looks like. Delphox will only ever see Flamethrower? Yeah. Let me check that one more time. Pivoting through Conk. Oh, I might switch in the rocks. That's okay. That's okay. If I switch in the rocks, I just kill it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah. So I can go 55 Miracle Seed. Oh, XP is base XP times level divided by 5. Sharp here is 241 base XP. The amount of XP all participants gain is 241 times, so 2,651. So that's actually fine. I won't chance it here because, like, I'm gonna screenshot that. That's good to know, though. I didn't know about that formula. That's super helpful. Appreciate you. Just because I'm trying to keep a lot more stuff under level than I normally would. Miracle Seed. Lycanroc has to be Lum. Conk is Citrus. This is Citrus. This is Citrus. And I guess Zam can be itemless, so I don't waste like a Citrus. It won't really change Rhyperior baiting. That's crazy. XP share doesn't work though. That's too bad. Alright. Last fight before Flan. Make sure Conk doesn't need like a black belt or something, right? Yeah, we just low kick. Thank you, Joseph. And I have the high horsepower to the Delphox, which is wild. Yeah, the reason I can't switch in on Psychic or Grass Knot with Lycanroc is I died a crit. That's why I need the clean Flamethrower. Alright, one more to go before Flan. Alright, Conk, you just low kick this. This is guaranteed Arcanine for burn up. So we just go into Turtonator. Fire Gem, burn up, baby. Get him, Charizard. So now we just go back and forth with Masquerain and farm CC drops. And I learned today that Burn Up's got some really weird stuff going for it I didn't know about. So apparently it's supposed to be guaranteed Will-O-Wisp off of Masquerain and the Turtonator, so I get free switches. I can have Turtonator take the 4th CC. Is my employer giving me PL? Plat Kaizo leave? Dude, I low-key might have to take some time off for it. Alright, so that's 1 CC. And then we should just get free switches on Will-O-Wisps. Apparently it's guaranteed here. Wild. Yeah, Turtonator does have a wild back sprite. Because it's like a front sprite, but it's looking back. So yeah, Arcanine is, it burn up. It's typeless. So that's where we're farming all these drops just so we can, you know, we can't hit it super effectively. You think Deck put an Arcanine on the last fight before Flannery to tease all the people who don't have Arcanine to Rock Slide her down? One more Masquerain pivot and then we can go. One of your profs just didn't show up for 2 weeks after Silksong came out. Yo, base professor. Good for them. That's what I'm talking about. Thoughts on the hole on Turtonator's chest? Wait, hold up. It has a hole? Alright, we can stay in here now. Oh, I guess it... Gulp. Probably nice and warm. Alright, it should always CC me here. And then Dragon Pulse will kill after a 4th. And Shell Armor, Million, and Tims, we're like chilling. Yeah, and then Dragon Pulse should just kill. Dude, I wish we got Shell Trap in this game. That's such a cool move. Alright, this should always be Nidoking. Cool. Never substitute because it kills, and then we just go hard Zam. We never died any crits on this. No sub is... Honestly, it doesn't really matter. And this guy's Sheer Force, so no, like, secondary effects here to worry about. I did drop Aura Sphere for Hidden Power. I decided to keep Psyshock and Psychic. So we'll have both of those covered anytime we need to click a Psychic move into something. Rhyperior. This can rock or slow kill, so we just pivot through Conk to get Sceptile in. Goes for the rocks. Wait, is that? Gulp? Is that going to be an issue for Sceptile, actually? Hold up. Alright. 143 divided by... I mean, we have to go into Sceptile anyways. Like, we gotta send it. So this is Earthquake, right? See if I get crit or not. Yeah, I can't ever die here. I just need the idea is, the issue is I need to be healthy enough. If I get crit, I don't know if I'm going to be healthy enough to deter other moves from Delphox. Should be good. All right, Miracle Seed, Giga Drain. Takes it. I think we're good. Yeah, we're at full health. Okay. That's GG's. Alright, yeah, we shouldn't overlevel at all. Alright, Delphox, you can only Flamethrower. So we go Lycanroc. We got a Lum or a Rost. No, I went Lum, right? Just in case there was Hypnosis for any reason. So we get a free switch in the Lycanroc. And then thanks to that Flannery resource investment, we're a little bit faster. And then we go high horsepower. Going to Flannery. So this is pretty funny. Like, so like the main reason I had to pretty much cook this gym was because I planned Flannery first to figure out what kind of resources I was going to have to go in the Lycanroc. So I had to like consider that for everything. But we ended up pulling it off. And it's kind of funny because Flannery was looking really dire last time, but she's actually going to be completely fine, I think. It just cost me everything. See you at Fishing Sim, Big B Inc. Yo, save me a spot by the water, man. Have a cold one ready for your boy. So Sceptile needs to be 56. But before I do any of that, I'm going to... So I have Flannery about 75% planned. The last few turns I have to clean up. Saturday evening beer is ready. My goat. Hope you're good, RBC. All right. All right, I'm putting up a Flannery prediction. Get your Gambas in. I haven't, Vexy. Seems like my kind of jam. All right, let me write that down. I'm good, RBC. I'm excited to hopefully get the Surf Sim, dude. I was like feeling really hopeless after losing Iron Ball, but like the fire is back. I'm feeling good again. I'm feeling fired up about this run, man. Yeah, it's a really fun box, dude. I got some really great mons. I'm very happy with this box. That's one thing. 1DR feels so good as far as like you don't have any deaths, you know? So you have so many resources to work with. Like every fight you have so many options. Okay. So here's the deal with Lycanroc. We gave it a speed scale and 2 candies. So it is now faster than Charizard and Entei. And that's what matters the most. And then Sceptile cannot be 57 for turn 1. It has to be 56 because at 57, not every roll of Sludge Bomb kills. At 56, we never bait Heat Wave turn 1 because the sun isn't up yet. We bait Sludge Bomb. So I'll just go ahead and put that guy at 56 in the calc. I missed the Iron Ball, one of a few. It I attacked it and it didn't trick and then it blew up. So Sceptile, I think the reason I was getting put in the blender last time, I was so focused on detecting with Sceptile. So Lycanroc is going to be able to Rock Slide here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Rock Slide, Nuke Zard, Sun is up. Yeah, Rock Slide just destroys it, breaks the sash. I'm actually going to switch Sceptile instead of detecting. I didn't decide no Iron Ball. The AI decided no Iron Ball. Trust me, I tried to get it. It just didn't work out. Sometimes you don't get it. It is for baiting in doubles, but that's really important in this game. It is one of the best items. It's just, the game just gets harder without it, essentially. Planning takes longer. All right, we go Escav. Escav on Sludge Bomb. And then as Zard goes down, that's going to bring Entei in for fast kill Sacred Fire. So I am slower than Salazzle with Lycan Rock. Entei does see kill, but I'm faster because I dumped all those resources. So it's going to go for Sacred Fire on Escav. And before Salazzle can rip a Heat Wave, I'm just going to Accelerocket and kill it. And then Escav is going to switch again to Caracosta. So as Salazzle goes down, we're now baiting through Lycanroc. It's not Incineroar. Talonflame shows fast kill with Solar Beam. So I'm on Caracosta and Lycanroc. Flannery's on Talonflame and Entei. So they both see kill in the Caracosta. So Entei is guaranteed Solar Beam Caracosta as I protect. Talonflame can go either Solar Beam Caracosta or Lycanroc. This is attempt 11 of 1DR, right? Yeah, attempt 11. I'm just gonna Accelerock Talonflame because remember, priority rock move. So we're not gonna let the guy get a move off. So Costa just protects. We Accelerock Talonflame. And then we are gonna be baiting through Caracosta. Dude, Skork, I got a pretty good Druddigon. I'm almost certainly gonna build Bridge Rival around it. I got you, bro. I know you're memeing on me, but come through for Bridge Rival, and we're gonna make it rain bodies with Big Drud. I got you, bro. It's just for you, man. I'll even get a Druddigon tattoo for you. Yeah, Marowak. Let's see. So Sacred Fire. Oh, I leveled Caracosta to 53. Let me fix that. Boom. So after a Sacred... Can Sacred Fire miss in this game, actually? No, right? 100 AC. So the minimum I take is 24. And I can get burnt. So at best, I'm at 128. I need a bait Marowak. That's actually very precise. Min roll is exactly 64 times 2. That's a happy coincidence because 53 Caracosta was for one of the gym fights. It wasn't really for this. So Marowak is going to go in on Caracosta. Entei is going to go in on Caracosta. So I get another Rock Slide. And then we're going to see a Solar Beam and a Bone Meringue. So one of my bugs could come in. And then Rock Slide. I haven't decided Lycanroc's item yet. Probably just Hard Stone if no one's touching it. Okay, I don't have anything planned beyond this point, so let's see. So all that's left in the back is Incineroar. Caracosta's baiting 2 guaranteed moves. It's always Bone Meringue and Solar Beam. Wait, hold on. Do I need to go Rost on Costa? Does that mean I can bait Poltergeist if I do that? Because it's 50% burn on Sacred Fire, right? Yeah, if I get crits, I can probably bait Poltergeist. That's actually not... Actually, that's fine. Whoever I switch into, I can go itemless, because then it'll fail. Yeah, so if we're getting Rost, if we're going Rost... So whoever comes in just has to be able to take, yeah, Bone Meringue and Solar Beam. If I go itemless, Poltergeist just will whiff, right? Is that how that works? If you switch into an itemless guy, Poltergeist doesn't work. Yeah. And then Lycanroc, Hardstone Rock Slide. And then next turn I just outspeed and kill him. I 2-tap Entei with the Hardstone. It never dies to the crits. Marowak can die to crit though, which is awkward, right? So say I go like Yawn Mega, because that's got Detect. Entei will always live. If Marowak dies, Incineroar comes in. Yawn Mega can bait Fast Kill out of Entei and Detect. But Incin, what can you do? So Lycanrock's Intimed with a hard stone. Incin will see slow kill in the Yawn Mega. No kill in the Lycanrock. So Incineroar, it can either go for Yawn Mega as I detect, or fake out Lycanrock. Fake out's kind of bad, right? Because I detect, I get faked out. But then next turn they double into Yawn Mega, right? As I Rock Slide. But it's -1 Rock Slide. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I don't even know if I have enough slots to deal with that. What if I just go no item? So back on Entei and Marowak. Itemless 2 Rock Slides, kill Marowak. I don't risk killing it. But then I don't do enough to Entei. So whoever's switching into Boomerang and Solar Beam, can they outspeed and do 57% to Entei? Oh, they don't even have to do that much. They just have to be faster. Because I'm going to get my second Rock Slide before Entei moves. I could go Quick Attack. Oh, no, I don't have Quick Attack on Yawn Mega. Masquerain still has it. I could go Masquerain on Boomerang and Solar Beam. Let's see. Rock Slide, 96. So say I double Mineral Rock Slides. 219 minus 96 minus 96. I don't think that's going to be enough on Quick Attack. No, not even with a Silk Scarf. What's up, Techno? We're playing in Flannery. It's going good. Can I go Muscle Band? I'm probably going to kill with crit then on Marowak though, right? No, we barely missed that. Okay, let's see with Muscle Band. 104, 208, 219 minus 208. So Entei will have 11 health at worst. So I never kill one of them early. And then Entei, if I double Mineral, this looks like it might be Quick Attack range for Mask. Mineral's 12. So I don't even need an item, right? No Silk Scarf. Let me remath that. Because then I'm safe from Poltergeist. Alright, Rock Slide. I have doubles on. 104, 208. 208. 219 minus 208. That is 11. Accounting for double Minerals. Itemless Quick Attack here is going to do 12. Okay. So I Rock Slide. I go into Mask on Boomerang and Solar Beam. I Rock Slide again. Marowak always dies. If Entei doesn't die, Quick Attack will do enough to make sure it does. And Lycanrock is faster. So Incineroar is going to come out into Masquerain and Lycanrock. Lycanrock is still undamaged with a Muscle Band. Incineroar will see slow kill in the Masquerain and no kill in the Lycanrock. So it can either overheat or Blaze Kick in the Mask or fake out in the Lycanrock. I can switch Mask back into Caracosta. And then Lycanrock. Well, since Lycanrock can get faked out, I can't double tap it. Caracosta isn't guaranteed to make it fast kill. Conk is not going to do enough. Lily, I think with a black belt does it. Alright, we go Costa and Lily. Oh, my Lily is, it's not Chlorophyll. If it was, I wonder if it could do some crazy stuff in this fight. Flan is looking really good. It was looking dire last time because I was tunnel visioning on detecting with Sceptile turn 1. Yo, y'all know what's really annoying? Well, it's not that big of a deal, but had I had the foresight to look ahead at this, I could have used Serena as my turn 1 bait for Salazzle. Because Serena, 1 level below cap, 56. Baits clean Sludge Bomb, no Heat Wave, but I just leveled it to the cap immediately and can't do that, so... Sceptile was a good pull in that regard. Okay, what am I missing? That's it. I need to see if Caracosta getting... Do I need to run Rost? I feel like I don't. So what if I get crit by Sacred Fire? 82. What if I get crit burn? 152 divided by... I'm trying to see if I can just go itemless Costa and just get burnt. So I don't have to worry about any weird stuff with Poltergeist. 9. 152 minus max roll. So minus 28, minus 9. Talonflame comes in, I protect. That's minus 9. So at worst case with no item, I'm at 70% for Marowak coming in. We're still baiting Entei as we need. And we're only baiting Boomerang. So I can just go itemless Costa. So I could go Silk Scarf on Masquerain if I want. Alright, that's Flan. It looks really clean. This looks really good, y'all. Again, it just cost me everything. Oh, just Sceptile in slot 1. I need Sceptile to bait after Zard dies. Or no, not Sceptile, Escav. I'm switching in the Escav. Yeah, so Sceptile in slot 1. Escav. Yo, Fox. What's good, dude? Thank you for the 32 months, homie. I hope you've been well. Good to see you, bro.
Banger getting sturdy.
Masquerain, Lily. Alright, so 56 on Sceptile. I'm going to triple check that. Yeah, I can't go 57. This only matters on turn 1. So if I like level up here, it don't matter. Lycanroc is Muscle Band. Is Caracosta gonna... No, you should be fine. Black Belt on Lily. Itemless Costa. I'll go Citrus on Costa. Or Escav, I guess. Itemless on Mask. Alright, cool. The plan feels good, but my heart's kind of racing. It's just like, we're about to get past Flannery Deathless, dude. I'm super gassed up about this. Give y'all another minute or so for the predict, and then we're going in. Yeah, we don't actually need Detect for the fight. I just figured long term I might want it, and I can scale Leaf Storm if I really need it. Dang, keeping Quick Attack on Mask was a good call here. This is my furthest 1DR attempt, yeah. This was the first 1DR attempt past Brawly, I guess. Everything else... I had a few wipes to Brawly. Some just like early, silly stuff. But yeah, this is the first one past Brawly. She protect, but she also attack. I'm saying Flash. Heracross, yeah? Yo, Burrito is saying I should go Heracross Game Corner. What do you think, man? Bug? I don't need Metagross. I think, if anything, I need Tyranitar for Lily Cove Moltres. Pinsir's calling, bro. Squirka's close to Mega Pinsir. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, Heracross is insane, but it's not always Guts, right? Don't you have to win a coin flip to get Guts Guy too? Is it like Swarm? Is Swarm the alternative? Actually, I mean, Swarm is also really good. Yeah, if Swarm is the other ability, then like there really is no losing. Alright, y'all, this has been, this whole run, but really the split has been such an emotional roller coaster. Like, we went from clutching through Veto, barely, to missing the Iron Ball, which just absolutely inflicted Alakazam level psychic damage on my mental. Like, I was feeling so bad, dude. I was so upset. It was all I was talking about for a minute. And then we fought tooth and nail to Flannery. And I was actually, oddly enough, disappointed to get Sceptile because it wasn't baiting the way I needed to. But it turns out I was just tunnel visioning. And now I'm actually really hyped because this is the first Sceptile I've ever gotten in Run and Bun. I never got a Trico. Just lots of chickens and Mudkips. But we got a hasty one with 26 attack and 15 speed. So this guy's going to be really, really good. Rockruff and Rusturf Tunnel, wasn't too thrilled about it. I delayed it all run until we beat Veto. And the Dusk guys paid off immensely. I mean, this guy... Let's go through it again here. So that was, let's see, 10... 11... This Lycanroc today in Flannery's gym alone has killed 11 Pokemon on its own. This guy has taken 11 bodies, and it's going to be taking more on Flannery. It's going to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if this goes well, we're walking out of Flannery's gym with 16 frags for Lycanroc Dusk. Yo, Duck, cover your eyes. Don't look at its name. I can just go Rost on this. Because I'm not going item on Masquerade. I was trying to do Masquerade and my voice cracked. I don't think my voice box is built for Masquerade, dude. As a consolation, I'll give you a nice wall rain. Oh. All right, let's get it. Oof. Been waiting for this moment. Yeah. So Sceptile, just one level below the cap, can only bait Sludge Bomb from Salazzle. And frankly, Charizard, I don't give a shit what you're doing because it really doesn't matter. So we're going to switch Sceptile, no Detect. We're going to bait a Sludge Bomb into Escav. I don't care what Zard is doing. Lycanroc says, nah. We dumped 2 rare candies and 1 speed scale in the Lycanroc, so it's going to outspeed the guys I need to outspeed, Charizard being one of them. Okay, Sun is up. First up should be Salazzle. Yup, you whiff in the Escav with Sludge Bomb. Zard just gets absolutely demolished by Rock Slide, and we break Salazzle's Focus Sash. So Escav is going to bait Entei. Come on out, big dog. We're going dog for dog with this one. Yeah. Salazzle can Heat Wave here, which is bad for Lycanroc. Lycanroc no like Heat Wave. Entei can only Sacred Fire into Escavalier. So we're going to switch Escavalier into Caracosta to soak the Sacred Fire. And we're just going to Accelerock Salazzle. Priority Rock move good, it turns out. Yeah, no Heat Wave for you. So now we're baiting Talonflame because it outspeeds and kills Lycanroc. Incineroar does not. So we're going next in the team order. Crits, burns, none of that should matter here. We Rost that off, which is beautiful, so there's no chance for Poltergeist. Which even then shouldn't matter because I'm switching into an itemless Mon if it were to see Poltergeist overlap from the Marowak. Talonflame hits the field. Entei is always going for Caracosta with Solar Beam. Talonflame, however, kills both of us with Solar Beam. So we can't really control Talonflame. So we're just going to go and protect on Costa. So Entei whiffs. And we're going to throw another Accelerock out and never let Talonflame get a move off. Accelerock is crazy, crazy good. Boom. And now, Incineroar and Marowak are all that's left. Incineroar does not see any kills in the Lycanroc. And Marowak sees slow kills. Flame Body! Oh. 124. So we set up Caracosta level-wise, so you always at least bait Boomerang out of Marowak. If I got crit by Sacred Fire and not burnt, I'd have my Ross. It could be Poltergeist. But if you switch into an itemless Mon, that fails, right? So we've got that accounted for too. So we're guaranteeing a Solar Beam and a Boomerang coming out here. So we're going to go into Masquerain, and we're going to toss out a Rock Slide. Entei blocks the Intim. It doesn't matter. Their Intim is... It doesn't do anything here. I guess we could flinch them too. It doesn't matter. So I wanted to originally run Hard Stone, but the problem I ran into there is that I could crit the Marowak accidentally and bring out Incineroar too early. So I went Muscle Band instead, which can never kill either of them from a crit. And Marowak always gets 2-tapped. Entei does not always get 2-tapped. But with the Muscle Band, even if I double Mineral Entei with the slides, Quick Attack from Mask cleans it up. So these are always guaranteed consistent turns, no surprises, crits, none of that. It's always consistent. And then we just finish these guys off. And all that's left is Entei. Or Incineroar. Let's go, Caracosta, you leveled up. Liquidation. I don't think so. Knockoff never goes. Jet never goes. Protect never goes. I feel like a Rock Slide is more useful. What do y'all think, Caracosta gamers? This guy isn't going to be attacking much. It's mostly a bait mon. I feel like I don't take Liquidation. Maybe I do? I don't think I take it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on Liquidation. I think in my winning run I didn't take it either. I think this is the exact set I ran. Okay. Big Cat is the last one. So he sees no kills on Lycanroc, slow kills on Masquerain. So I believe he could either go for Masquerain or fake out Lycanroc. So we're going to double switch. It's double fire moves if it's Masquerain, so we go Caracosta. And then at worst, it's a fake out on the Lycanroc side. So we go into Lilligant. Went for Caracosta. Woo! It's a lot of damage. And Lilligant with the black belt just folds Incineroar on its own. And to be extra cheeky, we're going to throw an Aqua Jet in there too, because it's funny. GG's. I'm pretty positive that was completely riskless too. That went from feeling kind of hopeless to completely clean. Easy Flannery. I thought I was going to have to pull out something weird, but it turns out it was just a boring Rock Slide Flannery, and it was Lycanroc instead of Hamilton. That was a pretty, like, that was easy. The gym fights were way harder than this to cook. Yeah, that's correct. I have no Iron Ball this run. So that does not mean I'm essentially cooked later. It just, I have to do more cooking, but no, it's winnable without it. It's still very winnable with no Iron Ball. Yep, I've used every resource. Scales and candies, all used. But we have Surf Sim coming up. So I'm going to get 2 candies and I believe 4 scales. 3 scales. Yeah, I mean, by the time I get to Winona, we're looking at 7 scales acquired and 2 candies. So I'm like not even stressed about resources, honestly. Yo, File, thank you for the Prime. Oh, let's go, baby. That feels good. All right, what is my new level cap? And Surf Sim is going to be like massive potential too, just as far as what I can get. Finally get some ghosts maybe. The new cap is 65. Add the badge to the overlay. Oh, I need to change the order of the badges. Hold on. Badges. I'll do that next stream. Yeah, I have Petalburg delayed. I have 114 delayed. I've never delayed 114, so that's going to be an extra little guy we get. Level cap is 65. And I have Ampharos, which is a free mega. 114 delay is for Slowbro. I could whiff in the Slowking, which is pretty sad. I'm sure it still does stuff, but that means no Mega Slowbro. It's for Golisopod routing. So 114 Slowbro is going to let me have all my Golisopod dupes taken care of and be able to pull 120 grass instead of getting Slowbro there. So that's like, I mean, 120 grass is just a bunch of god gamers. Serena is a bum, but I've got it. And then Mienshao seems kind of whack, but everything else there is really good. Like Hawlucha, Gliscor, Sneasler, Volcarona, like just... It's just gamers. Give me 1 second, though. I'll be right back. All right. I do have to get ready to go, though. We gotta go feed my friends' dogs while they're out. So we'll do all the leveling up and all that next stream. But yeah, there's 3 fights to unlock Surf if you're unaware of that. So we don't start straight into Surf Sim. We do have to, we got to level everything up. Take care of all that. They're usually not too bad, the Surf House fights. And then we're going to get Route 114. We're going to get Petalburg. Well, I've seen some 1DR runners actually delaying Petalburg until you get a Greninja. So I wonder if I can go that long without Prim. Not that Greninja's bad, but I mean Greninja and Prim, locking them both in is really good. But yeah, TLDR, we're going to get a ton of encounters next time. We're going to have to do a few fights first. We're going to get Mega Ampharos. Mega Lopunny fight will be available. We have to cook that though. And yeah, the box is looking great, man. Deathless past Flannery. I'm really, really proud of that. I'm super stoked about that. I'm feeling really good. Turns out I never need an Iron Ball, huh? No, you, Narth. Thank you again for the raid earlier, Narth. Nuzzies are tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern are the Nuzzies. And just want to remind y'all that the stream is sponsored by Cook Unity. If you would like to get 50% off your first order, use my code. It's just really delicious chef-prepared meals. It's really cool because each meal you see which chef made it. So you kind of get to get a little bit of their individual styles. And you can just either throw it in the oven or the microwave. They're quite nutritious for something that's so quick to prepare. And they're just really tasty. Like I said, I got them myself, and they're super, super good. So I do recommend whenever you're in a pinch and you want something quick, good, that's the way to go. We are going to raid. We're going to raid my buddy Zephyr. Zephyr plays. Zephyr is brand new to Emerald Kaizo, and he's doing it calculus, which is really cool. I'm very excited. He's on his second attempt, so I'm excited to see how far he can get. But yeah, calculus Emerald Kaizo. And he's never played it before, so that's going to be a good one. So make sure y'all show some love to Zeph. Make sure you join the Discord if you're not already in there. Subscribe to the YouTube. I know that Platinum Kaizo's sounding pretty soon. I will keep this run going on the side. I'm not going to abandon this completely because I want to keep pushing this. And yeah, I should be live tomorrow. And if you are on YouTube, the socials are in the description as well. I will catch you all on the next one. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Peace.